A'ja Wilson with another monster double-double, 17 points and 6 rebounds. Jackie Young contributed 15. Chelsea Gray had 13, and the Aces got the W. And they need to be ultra-focused tonight against this very good Phoenix Mercury team that is a different look for them as the different people that they have added to this team. Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Mack, Kalia Copper, and Satu Sabali. They have been fantastic so far this season. They are coming off a loss here at home against Atlanta, 74-66 on Sunday. So they're well rested and ready to go just like the Aces are. Here are your starting lineups. Becky Hammon going back and making another change. So Kirsten Bell will get the courtesy start again. And I say that because we know that Jewel Lloyd will be right off the bench minutes into this game, but Kirsten Bell will get the start. Chelsea Gray, the point guard, the 5'11 guard, in her 11th year, averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Jackie Young, averaging 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Melissa Smith, in her 4th year from Baylor, averaging 7 points and 6 rebounds. And, of course, the MVP, A'ja Wilson, averaging 22 points and 10 rebounds. Becky Hammon, the head coach. For the Mercury, Satu Sabali, averaging 17 and 7. Kalia Copper, as we just mentioned. Natasha Mack. Monique Akwa Makani is the rookie from Cameroon, their point guard. And then, of course, Alyssa Thomas, a triple-double machine, averaging 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. And Nate Tibbetts, the head coach in his 2nd year. And we are underway from the Phoenix Arena. Phoenix has the opening tap. They have the first shot. It's Kalia Copper and a miss, but an offensive rebound by Mack. Back to Copper, down the lane, no good, and Gray comes down with a rebound. The Aces going left to right on your radio dial in their white uniforms tonight. Silver names and numbers on the back, trimmed in black. A'ja Wilson has the touch at the top of the key, goes inside to Smith. Smith working on Sabali. Smith working hard. She shuffles her feet down low. And a traveling call on Alyssa Smith. Phoenix wearing their black jerseys tonight with the Fiery Sun Mercury trim going down the sides. White numerals, white names on the back. And PHX on the front. And been getting a lot of PHX. Actually, they're calling the arena now. It used to be the Footprint Center. Then it was the Phoenix Arena. Now they're saying the PHX Arena. Feel like I'm at an airport. All right. Thomas has it over to Mack. Jumper on the way. Barely grazes Iron Wilson with an easy rebound. Outlet pass to Jackie Young. Young has it. Comes down the left wing. Over to KB. Bell now with a couple dribbles. Gives it up. Back to Young. Jackie looking for A down low. A'ja being double teamed. Gets it to her anyway. Wilson on Thomas. They've gone at each other over the years. A'ja follow a jumper off to the right. Hits the heel of the rim into the hands of Sabali. Phoenix now has it with Copper at the top of the key with the lime green shoes here tonight. A'ja comes out on her. Download, AT over Bell. Count it. And that'll be a mismatch all night long. And we know Kirsten Bell's not going to be in there for many minutes, but she does get the start. Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner on this team from the Connecticut Sun after they just disbanded that team after last season. And they both end up here. Bonner ended up in Indiana and then came over here in a trade just a couple weeks ago. There's a bounce pass inside from Makani, inside to Mack, and she shuffles her feet, so a turnover for the Mercury. 2 veteran teams here, a lot of all-stars, a lot of Olympians on the floor here. The Aces have 4 of them with Gray, Young, Wilson, and Lloyd. And you have Alyssa Thomas, Kalia Copper, all part of Team USA, and then Sabali internationally, for Germany. And here comes a long jumper by Chelsea. That's off the mark, and Copper has the rebound. 2-0 Phoenix. Both teams struggling to score. We expect a low-scoring game tonight. Both of these teams grind it out, and neither one really pushes the pace too much. And there's another missed shot by Thomas. And now Chelsea has it in the top. Inside pass to Wilson, tapped away by Mack. Packed house here in Phoenix. A team in transition. Last year they weren't much, but you go back to the Diana Taurasi years. She retired at the end of last season. Brittany Griner moved on all those years here. now in Atlanta. And what an improved dream team that the Aces are going to see next Thursday. There's a shot by Wilson's partially blocked. Smith gets it back, no good. And a rebound by Copper. Phoenix now comes up. Alyssa Thomas has with a left-hand dribble, gives up her dribble, passes inside to Mack, flips it up, no good. Ball's tipped around. And last touch by Chelsea Gray as she was challenging for the rebound with Mack. So Phoenix will inbound underneath their own hoop, left side. We've played 3 minutes. We have one bucket. And that is owned by Phoenix. Copper has it. Drives the baseline. Scoop it up and good. 4-0. So Kirsten Bell got switched up there again. Both buckets coming for Phoenix. And Bell guarding, and that's going to get Jewell Loyd off the bench. There's a shot inside, a pass to Bell, and she misses, but she gets hit down low, so 2 free throws for Kirsten Bell. The first foul called here tonight comes 2 minutes and 14 seconds. I should say 2 minutes and 24 seconds into the game. Bell's first free throw. Back iron, no good. So Jewell's not going to get a chance to come in because Bell's at the free throw line. So going to have to hang through another possession here. She misses both. 0 for 2. Makani, the rookie from Cameroon, runs the point for the Mercury. And the ball is just thrown away. Natasha Mack just threw it into the crowd in the second row. Alyssa Thomas was the intended receiver, I guess you might want to say, but she ran a different route. Actually, she was just standing around, nowhere near that ball. So, second turnover for the Mercury. 2 of their last 3 possessions, turnovers. Asia gives it over to Young. Jackie over to Jewell Loyd, who now is able to check in. To Chelsea, back to A, the elbow. Back to Jackie, launches a 3. Brickhouse. Nothing there. Thomas has it. Slows it up now. Gets it back to Sabally. Sabally, the lefty, launches an air ball from 23 feet. It went 22, but an offensive rebound by Mack. Thomas now has it at the top of the key. Back over to Copper. Copper thinking about his shot. Drives right by Chelsea Gray. Misses the layup into the hands of Jackie Young. Aces are not looking good on the defensive end early on here. Luckily, it's only a 4-0 game. The Aces have not scored in 4.5 minutes. Gray inside to Wilson. That's where you get it going. MVP jumper good. First bucket for the Aces. It comes at the 5:30 mark. Makani now has it. Oh, hesitation move right by Asia Wilson. 6'2 Phoenix. Nice move by Makani. Jewell Loyd for 3. Count it. A triple by Jewell. And the Aces get 3 back. They're down 1, 6-5. Alyssa Thomas has it. Still has the left-hand dribble going. Loyd on her. Aces now in a 2-3 zone. Jackie comes to help. Swung back in the corner. I don't think Phoenix has figured out it's a zone. But there's the zone buster right there. Satu Sabally hits a 3 from the right wing. 9-5. And there's a steal compounded by a foul. And we may get a takeaway foul here. And Chelsea Gray turned it over. Sabally had it, was tiptoeing down the lane. Gray fouled her. And the Phoenix definitely wants to have a breakaway foul there. We'll see what transpires after the timeout. 4:43 remaining, opening period. It's the Phoenix Mercury 9, the Las Vegas Aces 5. You're listening to Aces Basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
This is John Barr, General Manager at Findlay Toyota. Been thinking about getting a new truck? Now's the time. We've got huge incentives on the powerful Toyota Tundra and Tacoma. These trucks are built to handle anything you throw at them. With these deals, they're more affordable than ever. But these offers won't last. Come see us at Findlay Toyota before they're gone. We'll make sure you drive off in the truck you've always wanted at the price you deserve. Findlay Toyota, Nevada's #1 selling dealership at the Valley Auto Mall in Henderson.
Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more. Big news, Las Vegas! Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our team today. Proudly serving Las Vegas for 23 years and counting. Les Olson IT, your business better. Les Olson IT.
Summer's here, and with record-breaking temps already happening, your HVAC system's got to be ready to perform. At Semper Fi Heating and Cooling, we don't just service systems, we prepare them for battle against the toughest conditions. That's why Semper Fi is offering a 29-point precision inspection tune-up for $17.75. And because we believe in taking care of our first responders and our veterans, get 20% off all other services. Call Semper Fi at 702-703-6450 for same-day service. That's 702-703-6450 or online at callsemperfi.com.
This summer, you'll be loving Howard London and America First Credit Union. Get new Visa credit cards with 0% intro APR for 6 months. Need a new ride? Get 90 days with no payments on new auto loans and 60 days no payments on RV and power sports loans. Our home equity loans start with an introductory 4.49% APR to refinance debt or take on that dream project. Start the summer fun now and your payments later. Apply today at americafirst.com or visit a branch. Subject to membership, eligibility, terms, creditworthiness, and conditions. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
If you were injured in an accident, why would you call anyone but the Richard Harris Law Firm?
When I started my firm here in Nevada, I took cases of all sizes, and today we still do. It's about getting results for our clients.
We fight for the largest possible settlement in every case.
And with all that fighting, we've become Nevada's largest personal injury law firm, recovering billions for our clients.
Who you hire matters.
Why would you call anyone else? The Richard Harris Law Firm.
Now back to Courtside with T.C. Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Phoenix Mercury have the rock as we continue on here, midway through the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here in your Hope for Aces basketball. It's a Friday night here in Phoenix. Aces and Mercury, both must-win situations. Alyssa Thomas with a short jumper. That's off the mark. Jackie Young has it. Here come the Aces now. Neither team with a fast break bucket as of yet. Dana Evans checks in now. In for Chelsea Gray. Wilson now has it. Lobs a pass inside to Smith. Smith veers off to the corner. Back to Jewell. Jewell with the shot fake. Now gives it off to Evans. Evans takes a dribble. Jumper on the way. In and out. No good. And Copper with another rebound. Copper already has 3 boards. Copper, a great rebounder from the guard position. Gives up her dribble now. Jewell on her. Forces the pass. Bonner now checks in. So the former Connecticut teammates are in together. And she throws it to her former teammate, Alyssa Thomas, and current teammate. And also Sammy Whitcomb is in. And so is Kate Westbeld. And Westbeld gets a pass from Whitcomb and misses an uncontested gimme. 2 feet away. Wilson comes down with a rebound. Back over to Jackie. To Wilson. Now back over to Lloyd. Lloyd throws it away. Thomas has it. Here comes the breakaway. Bonner on the run, off the glass and good. There's your first break, fast break point, and it comes via the Aces turnover. 11-5 Mercury. Young has it, crosses midcourt. Jackie gives up her dribble, spins a pass over to A. Wilson has it, drives the baseline, turnaround jumper, tough angle, no good, but Asia gets fouled. 2 free throws coming for the MVP.
Second team foul.
So as you can probably tell, the crowd thinking there was no foul there. And they got Bonner on that one. And Nate Tibbetts is not going to challenge that. Wilson has it at the free throw line. The 3 dribbles, the spin, the release. The result is good. So Bell checks back in. Smith out for the Aces. And Asia Wilson will attempt her second free throw. Same routine as always for the MVP. Back iron, no good. Ball's tipped around and comes out to Jackie Young. Aces will get another crack out at this possession. Jackie with a left-hand dribble at the top of the key. Spins it over to Evans. Back to Jackie. All perimeter here so far for the Aces. Now Jackie puts it down on the ground to the cup. gives it back out to Jewel Lloyd. That one's off. Bell with a nice rebound. Back to Lloyd for three. In and out again. Two heartbreak misses by Jewel Lloyd, and she can't believe it. Two very good looks, but both in and out. So Phoenix basketball. And here comes Sammy Whitcomb in her 9th year from Washington. Teammates with Kelsey Plum back in the day. Husky Land, Pacific Northwest. Ball is tossed inside to Bonner. Bonner gets fouled. And I believe they're going to get Bell on this foul.
Foul charge number 1, Kirsten Bell, her first personal. Second team foul.
So 2 free throws coming for DeWanna Bonner. So when they broke up the Connecticut team and started from scratch, team now for sale. Looks like it will be relocated in Boston in 2 years. Bonner and Alyssa Thomas are reunited. Bonner is actually with the Indiana Fever and wanted out of there. And they worked the trade, and Bonner came over here to Phoenix. Bonner hits the free throws. It's 13-6, and Jackie Young goes down hard. And we're going to get a foul on McConney.
Foul charge number 8, Nicole McConney, her first personal. 13th foul.
So Phoenix has now committed 3 fouls here in the quarter. 2:24 remaining, opening quarter. Aces will inbound, far side. And Bell will inbound it to Jackie Young. Young comes across midcourt. With the right-hand dribble, now comes to the top of the key. Gets a pick from Wilson there. Asia now slips down low. Jackie can't get it to her. Gives it to Lloyd, but Lloyd gives it to Asia. Count if it goes, it does. And one for the MVP. Asia Wilson determined to get the rock and make it count, and she does. And a 3-point play opportunity for Asia Wilson to try to get the Aces a little bit closer. 13-8 pending the free throw.
Asia Wilson is alive. Shooting 1.
So Asia back to the line here. Split her last pair, going 1 for 2. Trying to convert the 3-point play, and does. And Asia now has 6 to lead all scorers. Whitcomb to Thomas. Aces back in the man-to-man. Whitcomb now has it. And Dana Evans pestering her. Nearly turns it over. Now McConney has it. Shot clock's down to 5. McConney's 25 feet away. Now she gets to the cup. Spins it up. No good. Wilson with a rebound. Outlet pass to Gray. Gray has a streaking Jewel Lloyd down the lane off the glass, and Jewel misses. Thomas now has the top of the key. Wilson comes and picks her up. AT lobs it inside to Mack, who's back in the game. Gray on her and misses that shot. Chelsea almost got away with a foul there. Actually, thought it could have been a foul. Wilson with the rebound to Lloyd. Now we got a whistle away from the ball. And this is going to result in free throws. So Asia held, and back to the line is the MVP.
Asia Wilson is alive. Shooting 2.
So Becky Hammond freely using the bench here so far. As more subs checking in now, Wilson's free throw is good, the first one. And Aaliyah Nye checks in for Jewel Lloyd. And Kia Stokes will check in for Wilson at the next dead ball. 1:21 to play. Asia trying to cut it to a 2-point deficit. And the free throw is up and good as well. Asia 4 for 5 at the stripe. 13-11 Phoenix. Just a little over a minute to play, opening quarter. Evans is on McConney in midcourt. Couple speedsters there. Ball's lobbed inside, and it's too strong, intended for Sabali, who just checked back in. So another turnover for the Mercury. So the Aces have not had the lead so far. They're down by 2 with the rock. Gray has it at the top of the key. Not much movement here on the set. Over to Evans. She's trying to create herself. Evans gets to the paint. Gets picked up by Whitcomb. To Bell. Bell, jumper on the way. Good. Kirsten Bell gets on the board. Tied at 13. Nice move by Bell. Used the shot fake, couple dribbles, and got in the paint. Bell now out on Sabally. Sabally misses the jumper. Gets an offensive rebound, and then Sabaly's fouled, and that's going to be on Aaliyah Nye.
First team foul, last minutes.
So side out for Phoenix. Sabally inbounds. Over to Mack. Over to Bonner. Right wing. Lobs it inside, and that is good. And Satu Sabally with a bucket. Phoenix back up by 2. 25 seconds to play opening quarter. Dana Evans has it near midcourt. There is a 5-second differential between shot and game clock here. The Aces are taking their time. Evans gets it over in the corner to Gray, and we got a reach-in foul there. And this is going to be beneficial to the Aces because Chelsea Gray will get to go to the free throw line. So Phoenix committing some fouls here.
Shooting 2.
So Phoenix has committed 6 fouls already. Gray's free throw is good. Another one coming. And we expected a low-scoring game. We knew that these two teams battle it out. They grind it out. Chelsea ties it up at 15. 10 seconds to go. McConney brings it up. Comes to the wing now, gets to the top. Lobs it inside. Mack is open, down low. Count it. She scores with 0.8 of a second left. So the Aces trail after one, 17-15. Neither team shooting it real well. As of right now, the Aces only 26%. They've only connected on 4 field goals, and Phoenix has connected on 7. Aces down by 2. You listen to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by West Star Credit Union.
Beat the heat and pack up the car. Bring the kids and make memories that last without spending a fortune. Cedar City in beautiful southern Utah is closer than you think and cooler than you expect. An easy 3-hour drive and you can enjoy that cool mountain air. Enjoy an amazing hike in one of the many nearby national parks or some great fishing in the nearby lakes and reservoirs. There's something for everyone and it won't break the bank. Visit cedarcity.com to plan your summer escape.
Get ready for bacon, barbecue, and bold flavor. Say howdy to the Port of Subs Smoky Western. Stacked with smoked ham, tender turkey, smoky cheddar, bacon, and tangy barbecue sauce. Sweet, savory, sassy, but not for long. Order now at portofsubs.com, on the app, or ride on in today. The Smoky Western, only for a limited time.
Slice fresh sandwiches, Port of Subs.
Some personal injury lawyers talk about less fee, but when you read the fine print, you'll discover they have so many restrictions, it's really an empty promise. At the Richard Harris Law Firm, every client settlement gets our less fee guarantee, which means we'll never take more in fees than our client gets. No restrictions apply. Who you hire matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm, 444-4444.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at grimaldispizzeria.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Hey Las Vegas, are you tired of plumbing prices that break the bank? At 365 Plumbing, we're bringing fair pricing back. Family owned and operated, we treat your home like it's our own. For your everyday plumbing needs, we're here 365 days a year, rain or shine, day or night. Extend the life of your water heater right now. Take advantage of our $89 water heater special. Visit us at 365plummingnv.com. Bringing fair pricing back to the Valley, one home at a time. 365 Plumbing, because where the water flows, 365 Plumbing goes.
What's up, y'all? It's Chelsea Gray, and you're listening to Aces Radio Network.
Back here to start the second quarter, and the Aces have the basketball. Aaliyah Nye has it, gets a pass over from Chelsea Gray. Nye going down the lane, follow-away jumper. Nice move by the rookie from Alabama, Aaliyah Nye. So nice, aggressive move. And as we were talking about with Becky Hammond, earlier about Aaliyah Nye, she's not just a spot-up shooter anymore, not at all. And teams are now game planning for her. Sabally puts up a three and is fouled behind the arc by Kia Stokes. Oh, my goodness. So Stokes getting some early minutes here tonight. And Kia has been relegated to the bench most of the time here. So now Becky's trying to work her back in. And we have not seen much of Megan Gustafson. So Becky continues to experiment with some, 1/5 of the starting lineup and then trying to maneuver this bench, trying to find a good combination. So we're going to get a timeout on the floor because the officials are going to look to see if there's anything flagrant here as Sabally went down. It didn't look like it, but they're going to look at it anyway. All right, first quarter stats. As we mentioned, Aces not shooting well at all. As we mentioned, only shooting 26%. And Phoenix shooting 37%. They connected on 7 of 19. Asia Wilson leads all scorers with 8. And not much else from anyone else. Chelsea Gray, Kirsten Bell, and Jewel Lloyd each with a bucket, and that's it. Don't forget, the Aces back home on Sunday. This is just a quick one-game road trip nearby Phoenix. And Sunday afternoon, Aces back in action taking on the Dallas Wings. Tip-off, 12:30 p.m. back at the Michelob Ultra Arena. And, of course, you can hear all the action right here on your home for Aces basketball, ESPN Las Vegas. And then Tuesday, another huge game for the Aces as the Atlanta Dream come to town. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock tip. And then the Phoenix Mercury, same team they're facing here tonight. Aces will host Thursday at 7 p.m. And again, Atlanta and Phoenix ahead of the Aces in the standings. As the standings sit right now, Minnesota at the top, 27-5. No one's going to catch them. And with one more victory, they will clinch the number 1 overall seed for the postseason. Atlanta now has climbed into the second spot, courtesy of what the Aces did to New York on Wednesday. So New York has now slid down to the third spot. Atlanta 21-11. New York 21-12, Phoenix 19-12, and the Aces in the 5th spot at 19-14. You want to get at least, worst case scenario, one of the top 4 seeds, just so you have home court advantage for the opening round of the playoffs. And this year, much different, a little bit different, I should say, than years past, where it's going to be best 2 out of 3, and it will be a situation where you're playing one game at home, one game at the lower seeded team, and then the third and decisive game will be travel again if it does go 3 games, where the higher seed will get the home court advantage. In the past, it would just be the first 2 games would be at the higher seed, and if there was a third and an if game, if necessary, then that would be at the lower seeded team. And that really hasn't happened much. I mean, most of the opening series have been sweeps. And the Aces did that last year as they swept the Seattle Storm in the first round. Aces hosted the first 2 games, and Seattle never got a chance to host. So that's the format they're going back to. More traditional that you see in the NBA, except you're not dealing with 3-game series there. You're dealing with 5- and 7-game series. And, of course, after that, the semifinals will be best of 5, and the finals this year will be best of 7. So more changes, all for the good, here in the WNBA. Saju Sabally will get the 3 free throws, and there was nothing flagrant there. So Just another, I don't want to say wasted timeout, but a long time to see that there was no excessive contact. Sobley has hit the first two. Westbeld checks back in for Phoenix. And Sobley going for the hat trick. Got it. Borrowing a hockey term there, of course. Costly foul by Kia Stokes there. And Phoenix now up 3, 20-17. Played 1 minute here in the second quarter. Gray now has it with the dribble. Tries to pound it inside. Chelsea still trying to work. She can. Nearly throws it away. Nye picks it up on the wing. Chelsea has it back with 3. Follow-away jumper. Good for Chelsea Gray. 20-19. Connie brings it up. Back over to Copper now. Back in. Copper. Pump fake. Off the glass. Good. Scores it over Aaliyah Nye. Phoenix back up 3. Gray fires a pass in the corner to Nye. Nye with a shot fake. Couple dribbles. Gets to the paint. Kicks it out to Evans for 3. Back iron. No good. Long rebound is corralled by McConney. Aces not doing a great job of crashing the glass. They did such a good job of that Wednesday night against New York, where they crushed the Liberty on the boards. Westbeld has it. Over Nye, air ball. Chelsea will let this one go out of bounds. It'll be Aces basketball. Jewel Lloyd back in. Kirsten Bell out. Asia Wilson also in, and Stokes back to the bench. So now the Aces have Nye and Evans and Gray in the backcourt, along with Lloyd. So 4 guards with Asia Wilson. Aces got some decent scoring options here. Evans over to Lloyd at the top of the key. Jewel gets a pick from Asia. Cross-court pass over on the right wing to Evans. Lobs it inside to Asia. She has it on the right elbow. Spin move, turnaround jumper, around and off. Jewel battles for the rebound. Can't control it, though. Westbeld has it. Gives it over to Thomas. Thomas back over to Copper. Launches a 3. Good. 25-19 Phoenix. Gray now has it. Chelsea into Nye. Nye's open for 3. Back iron, no good. McConney has it. Here comes Phoenix again on a little bit of a run here. Westbeld back to McConney. Over to Thomas. Gray guarding her. The right elbow. Flips the pass over to Bonner for 3. She loves that shot. And they're going to wave it off because Bonner stepped out of bounds. She stepped out of bounds right in front of the Aces bench. So Sammy Whitcomb checks in for Phoenix. Jackie Young back in for the Aces. And Evans out. So Gray walks it up. Crosses the timeline. 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Aces down 6 with the basketball. Young gets a pick from Wilson. Now Jackie goes backwards. Now lobs inside to Asia. Nice seal move, and Asia spins that in and narrowly went out there. But a great move by Asia Wilson. A good find there by Jackie Young is 25-21. Thomas now has it, gives it over to Copper. Asia switches out on her. Copper now has it with the left-hand dribble back to Bonner. And Bonner's going to let one go from 30 feet. Front iron, no good. Nye with an easy rebound. She puts it on the deck. Back pass to Jackie. She crosses midcourt. Jackie now keeps it alive. Looking for Nye. Nye's open for 3. We're going to get a foul. And Nye hits the 3, but it's not going to count. Had the whistle before the shot. And Copper committed the foul. She held Jewel Lloyd, Jewel was coming off the screen. All right, Melissa Smith back in. So now the Aces conventional starting 5 is back in now with Nye, Wilson, Gray, Lloyd, and Young. Young has it at the top of the key. Wilson has it. Still has it. Now goes inside Asia. Jump hook. Beautiful job by Asia Wilson with a nice little left-hand hook. Kind of the left-handed version of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar right there. The little Asia Wilson sky hook. 25-23 Phoenix. Thomas just knocks Jewel Lloyd down. goes pump fake, gets Melissa Smith up in the air and count the bucket and a foul. Unfortunate there. Asia Wilson grabs the troops at the free throw line and says, come on, guys. We've got to play some better D. So Thomas to the free throw line. And they could stretch this lead back to 5.
Number 4, Natasha Mack.
So Mack back in. So Westbeld out. 3-point play is converted by Alyssa Thomas. 28-23. 6 minutes to go. Second quarter. Wilson now has it. Gets to the free throw line. Asia again. Feeling it. Jumper good. Asia Wilson starting to feel it right now. Asia Wilson 5-4-8. Leads all scores with 14 points. Has 6 rebounds to boot. The ball's picked away by Chelsea Gray. Nice little pick there. Chelsea bounce pass to Jackie. Goes straight down the lane. Dishes it to A. A off the glass. No good. Put back again. No good. Foul. And Asia would get 2 free throws. So nice little sequence there by the Aces. Good defense by Chelsea. Nice dish by Jackie. Asia couldn't convert the initial hoop, but we'll get 2 free throws when we come back. Timeout on the floor. 28-25. The Mercury lead the Aces.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at grimaldispizzeria.com.
Man, I can't believe this mess I'm in. I don't know what to do.
You need a great attorney.
Yeah, but
nothing. You can't do this alone. You need the Vegas lawyers.
Hi, this is Paul Pata. Whether you need representation for DUI, domestic violence charges, record sealing, or any other criminal defense issue, you're going to want the Vegas lawyers on your side. The Vegas lawyers, where compassion and strong legal representation come together. Check us out at thevegaslawyers.com or give us a call at 707-7000.
Flood season, schmud-schmeezin'. It's just a little rain and you're in a car. Drive through the puddle. It's like a free car wash. And you've got places to go. Come on, got it.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. You simply can't tell how deep floodwater is in the road, and it only takes 1 foot of rushing water to pick up your car. Drowning in your car is a tragedy you can avoid. Never drive through floodwater, because water always wins.
Brought to you by the Regional Flood Control District.
You have a growing company, and you need to get your employees trained for a commercial driver's license. Let Truck U CDL Training of Las Vegas drive your company's growth and success. No matter how large or small your company is, Truck U offers corporate rates for CDL A and B training. Class schedules are available days, evenings, and weekends, with little or no loss to your company's productivity. Check out truckulv.com to find out more. That's truckulv.com.
If you're injured in an accident, here are the things that matter. Who you hire to represent you matters.
Where they live may seem like it doesn't matter. It matters.
The Richard Harris Law Firm employs over 150 local people.
Trabajamos aquí.
We live right here. We know Nevada. We know the courts. And we know how to win.
If you're injured in an accident, who you hire to represent you matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm. 444-4444.
Hey, what's up? It's Dana Evans here, and you're listening to the Aces Radio Network.
All right, we've got a technical foul during that timeout, and Jackie Young hits the free throw, and now Asia Wilson will get a couple. And we're not getting any explanation on who the technical was, because it happened actually during the timeout while the players were going to the floor. But the Aces will take it. Wilson's free throw. First one good. Asia will get another. And the Aces have an opportunity to tie it up. They were down 5. And Wilson will attempt to do that, and does. 5 unanswered by the Aces. We're tied at 28, 5.5 minutes to play. Second quarter, Friday night here in Phoenix. Jam-packed sellout crowd here. Thomas spins a pass inside to Bonner. She gets hammered down low, and they're going to get Nalissa Smith on this one.
Her second personal, 13 foul.
So Smith, very silent tonight. 8 minutes, has not scored, and does not have a rebound. She only has 2 fouls to show for it. So we're doing plus minuses right now. Nalissa Smith's in the minus side. Bonner's first free throw is good. The line drive free throw. And Phoenix reclaims the lead. Bonner's second free throw. Good as well. 30-28. Gray now has it. Crosses midcourt. Fires a pass to Lloyd. Lloyd gives it right back to Chelsea. Young back over to Asia. Asia drives down the lane, gives it inside to Smith, and the ball's batted away. Asia probably could have taken a jumper because she had Thomas beat on the drive and then decided to dish it off to Smith, and she wasn't ready for it. Luckily, it was batted away by Copper. And now Gray will inbound underneath. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Aces to work with. Jewell spins off a screen. Count it. Another deuce by Jewell Lloyd. And the Aces have tied it back up at 30. But Thomas now has it. Asia comes out and greets her at the top of the key. Copper letting one fly over Jackie Young. Nothing but net by Kalia Copper. Phoenix by 3. Wilson now has it. At the point. Looking for Jewell. Gives it to Jewell. Jewell back into Asia. Ball's battled away by Bonner. Good anticipation there. Phoenix in transition now. Aces do a good job of getting back. Bonner passes up a 3. Copper unaccounted for. 3 on the way, no good. Chelsea with a nice rebound. Gray has it. Thomas putting pressure on her. Gives it to Smith. Smith fires to Lloyd. Lloyd has it on the right wing. Bonner giving her some room to operate. Now gives it to Smith. Smith drives to the cup. No good. Gets hammered. And Copper will get called for the foul. So Smith probably would like to have that one back because she just ended up short on that layup. Took a hard hit. And according to Copper, she didn't touch her. So Nalissa Smith, 50% free throw shooter, goes to the line. But Smith came up big for the most part on Wednesday night. Connected on 4 of 6 from the free throw line in the win over New York. With Thundersticks going here, Smith's free throw in and out. Becky Hammond and Jackie Young having a detailed conversation here on the sideline. And I got a feeling that most of that is about the defensive end. Free throw is good. It's 33-31, so she splits the pair. McConney now has it, gives over to Thomas. Asia on her on the left wing. Dribble handoff to Sabali. A lot of dangerous scores on the floor here for Phoenix. Thomas backing down Gray. Gives it over to McConney. She's going to try a 3. Well short. Partially blocked by Jackie Young. And Sabali ties up Nalissa Smith for a jump ball. Smith brought the ball down a little bit lower than she probably should have and got tied up, but a great defensive play there by Young, partially blocking that three-pointer. And Smith got it, but couldn't get it off before Sabali tied her up. 3:44 to play, second quarter. All right, officials taking their time here, and ball is up, and it's won by Phoenix. It's Thomas. Back to Sabali, launches a 3, count it. An extra possession for the Phoenix Mercury because the Aces couldn't secure the rebound. 36-31. Gray now has it. Goes down the lane. Follow a jumper. Front iron, no good. Ball's tapped around. Wilson comes up with it. Puts the ball on the deck one time. Draws contact, nothing. Smith tries to tap it in. Can't do it. Saved by Mack on the baseline. Thomas now has it for the Mercury. Bounce pass. Inside to Sabali. Chelsea on her. And she misses the shot. The ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by the Aces. Actually, they're going to call a foul on Jackie Young. Looked like it was just ball went out of bounds, but they're going to get Young with a foul. So Phoenix will now inbound, side out, far side. So Whitcomb will inbound for the Mercury. Thomas now has it. Back over to McConney. Asia comes out on her. McConney 25 feet away. Stops, gets inside the arc, puts up a jumper, no good. Smith with a nice rebound. Again, nearly got it taken away, though. Held it low. She gets it off to Jackie. Jackie down the lane, off the glass. Strong move by Jackie Young. Beautiful move. Jackie just said, hey, I'm going to take it and make it. And that's exactly what she did. Aces back within 3, 36-33. Whitcomb down the lane. Spins the pass over to Mack. Back over to Thomas. Good ball movement here. A touch from McConney into the corner. And that jumper is off the mark by Whitcomb. Gray has it to Lloyd. Jewell now backs it up to the right wing. Trying to operate. Bounce pass inside to Wilson. Wilson now has it 15 feet away. Working on Thomas. Shakes, bakes, draws contact. No foul there. They're saying Thomas got a lot of ball. McConney comes up with it. Gives it back over to Sabali. To Thomas. Thomas working on Gray again. Puts it off the glass and good. And Chelsea is just getting isolated down low. And every time Chelsea gets down low, she is just like reaching for the ball. And she's very fortunate that she doesn't have 2 extra fouls here. Wilson gets a pass from Gray. Up and under move by the MVP. Sweet move there. And A just scoops it in. 38-35. Aces back within 3 again. Thomas has it at the top of the key. Thomas, follow-away jumper, that one-hand push shot that she's famous for. Wilson to Gray to Jackie on the break, off the glass. That's 2 fast break buckets for Jackie Young. Nicely done by Chelsea Gray to find his streaking Jackie Young to the cup. And the Aces have cut it to 1, 38-37. Thomas now has it to Sabali. Sabali, left-hand dribble, down the lane, off the glass, count it. Gray gives it over to Young, back to Gray. Guards handling around the perimeter. Chelsea bounce pass inside to A. A again off the glass and good. Aces are getting some really good looks right now down low. A couple by Jackie Young, a couple by Asia Wilson, and Phoenix is going to call a timeout. And the Aces again have cut the lead to 1, 40-39. And it looks like either Nate Tibbetts took a he changed his mind, and the officials are going to let him change his mind. So there is no timeout. Signal timeout. The team started going to the benches, and then he said, no, change your mind. Thomas now has the top of the key. Thomas, floater, banks it home. The lead keeps going from 1 to 3, 3 to 1. See if the Aces can do it again here, maybe get a 3 and tie it up. 25 seconds to go here in the half. Chelsea has the dribble to the top of the key. Bounce pass to Jewell. 8 in the shot clock, 16 in the game clock here in the second quarter. Wilson gives it over to Gray. Gray stops, fires, 17-foot jumper, good. Chelsea Gray, and the Aces back within 1, 42-41. So 10 seconds remaining here in the half. Last shot for the Mercury. Thomas gets it, crosses midcourt, speeds up court. 5 seconds ago, bank shot no good. Ball's tipped around into the hands of Gray. Now it's loose, it's on the ground. And we got a jumper by Copper that's no good. Hits the front iron. And we have come to the end of the first half. So we got ourselves a good one. We knew it was going to be like this. It was going to be physical. It was going to be intense. It was going to be aggressive. Check, check, check. And the Aces are down 1 at the end of 20 minutes of play here at the Phoenix Arena. We invite you to hang with us here at halftime. We'll have an update back in the studio. I believe Diamond Doug, he's got that going on. We'll come back here a little bit later on with some halftime stats and getting ready for the second half. Friday night here in Phoenix, the Mercury lead the Aces 42-41. You listen to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall.
Ready to hit the road in a new ride? One Nevada Credit Union believes your life should be rewarded. With a new or refinanced auto loan, One Nevada will let you skip payments for 90 days. You really can drive now and pay later. At One Nevada, we offer freedom from payment stress and more money in your pocket. So you spend less time worrying about financing and more time enjoying the drive. Check out the benefits of a One Nevada auto loan today at onenevada.org. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
For your criminal defense needs, NotGuilty.com, your trusted defense team. Have you been accused or charged with a crime? Having a criminal record can jeopardize your job, your reputation, and your immigration status. Our experienced attorneys, including former DAs and prosecutors, bring unmatched trial expertise to protect your rights and fight to clear your record. The time is now. Don't wait. 855-636-0550. 855-636-0550. Or visit NotGuilty.com. Driving without a license, drug cases, violence cases, sex cases, arrest warrants. NotGuilty.com also assists with accident and labor cases. No upfront cost to start your injury case. And if we don't win, you don't pay. Call 855-636-0550. 855-636-0550 for your criminal defense needs. NotGuilty.com, your trusted defense team. Results may vary. An initial consultation is required to determine if your case qualifies. This is for informational purposes only and does not constitute official legal advice. This advertisement is paid for by the United firm La Liga Defensora.
Hey, it's Chris Fox. Yep, your morning radio guy, and I want to be your trusted Las Vegas realtor. I've called Las Vegas my home for over 34 years, and I know it like the back of my hand. And I've helped a lot of Las Vegans just like you. So whether you're buying, selling, investing, or you have a property that needs a lot of TLC, I can help. Just call me, 702-419-4346. 702-419-4346. I want to be your trusted Las Vegas realtor, and I'm ready to go to work for you. Simply Vegas Real Estate. Broker number 1000960.
It's the Aces Radio Network Sports Update. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall.
I'm Doug Douglas with your Aces halftime report. This week, the 49ers and Raiders had joint practices as they prepare for tomorrow's preseason game number 2, 1 o'clock at Allegiant Stadium. Max Crosby was asked what he gets from these joint practices.
Honestly, it's just like new looks. Like you're getting a completely different look. Like in camp, you're going against the same guy or same guys every single day in the same scheme for 3-4 weeks straight, and then you get to go against somebody else and you're like, oh, like this is a little bit different, you know what I mean? So it's always good. It's a different challenge, and I feel like it's anything. Like it's every week in the NFL, like you said, you're going against a different scheme and a different coach, and you got a different type of approach when it comes to how I play. Like I know I'm going to get attention and chips and slides, things like that. So I love getting a challenge like that. Like Coach Shanahan earlier in practice, I felt like kind of let me be alone for a little bit, and I was doing my thing, and then as the practice went on, it made it a little more difficult, and I love that because that's what it's going to be like. I know that's the respect I've earned in this league, and part of the respect factor that goes into it. So yeah, it was a great day though. It was a lot of fun. We got better.
That was the Raiders' Max Crosby. Once again, they play tomorrow at Allegiant Stadium. Preseason game number 2, kickoff set for 1 o'clock. Lights FC play tomorrow, but they'll be on the road as they take on New Mexico United. That'll be at 6 o'clock. And the UNLV volleyball team was picked to finish tied for 6th in the 2025 Mountain West preseason poll. The Rebel volleyball team will open up the season at home by hosting a 3-day tournament at the Cox Pavilion against Iowa, CSU Bakersfield, and Utah Tech. That'll begin August 29th. The Rebel football team opens up next Saturday at 1 o'clock at home as they take on Idaho State. New Rebels head coach Dan Mullen talks about why he warms up with the team.
I need to make sure that I'm ready to go for practice. So I don't mind getting some warm-ups in. I got to probably do it more. I only did like half the warm. I got to get all of it in right there. You know, I mean, it kind of... I write the new video game. I was looking kind of buff, so I got to kind of like get a little bit in better shape, I think, right now. So I get on the sidelines, I look like my video game character.
And we'll deviate a minute off of sports as this construction information may impact you this weekend, starting tonight from 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. and again tomorrow night from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Due to a marathon paving project on the Southern Beltway, the eastbound 215 will be reduced from one lane to the 15 to Windmill, and Windmill Lane on-ramp to eastbound 215 will intermittently be closed during that time period. When we come back from this short break, we'll go back to Arizona. T.C. Martin, he'll talk about what happened in the first half and get us ready for the second half of the Las Vegas Aces versus the Phoenix Mercury. I'm Doug Douglas. Thanks for listening to the Aces Halftime Update.
It's Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by West Star Credit Union. Modelo is an official cerveza of the Las Vegas Raiders and the JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is a rich, full-flavored Pilsner-style lager, delivering a crisp, refreshing taste, brewed with fighting spirit since 1925.
Aces fans love a winning team. That's why the Aces use VegasTickets.com. With Vegas Tickets, you get the best seats to every event. Want front row? VegasTickets.com. Need group tickets or national event tickets? Yeah, Vegas Tickets. They're the best at taking care of customers, and they're an official partner of the Aces. Visit VegasTickets.com or call 702-795-7880. Ask for the Aces discount. VegasTickets.com, because where you sit matters.
Hey, Jeff, how's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. LV.com. Truck You.
Zip Zap Auto has expanded into one of the largest independent auto repair shops in the valley. With 23 bays, over 12,000 square feet, Zip Zap is your one-stop shop, offering 24-hour smog test, oil changes, detailing, bodywork, engine and transmission rebuilding. And Zip Zap provides free towing and diagnostics with qualifying repairs. No appointment necessary, 24-hour service. Zip Zap Auto at Cheyenne and North Durango Drive and online at zipzapauto.com.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at grimaldispizzeria.com.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights, custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Now back to Courtside with T.C. Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
We are back here inside the Phoenix Arena. The Las Vegas Aces are trailing the Phoenix Mercury right now by a score of 42-41. Looking at the halftime stats for the Aces, it's been the A'ja Wilson show once again. A'ja with 20 points and 9 rebounds, leading the way. Aces do not have anyone else in double figures. And when you look at the starting 5 here tonight, you got Chelsea Gray with 6, Jackie Young with 5, Kirsten Bell with 2, Melissa Smith with 1, and Jewel Lloyd off the bench, like I said, with 5. Aaliyah Nye had a bucket, and that's accounts for the 41 points for the Aces. They shot a little bit better there in the second quarter. The Aces only had 4 field goals in the first quarter. They're now 15 for 34, shooting 44%. Across the way, the Mercury have 2 double-digit scorers in Satu Sabali with 13 and Kalia Copper with 10. Dewana Bonner's come off the bench for 6. Aces have committed some untimely fouls here, as you had Kia Stokes foul behind the three-point line here. And, again, just turnovers haven't been that big of an issue for the Aces here. They have 5, as does Phoenix. And those 5 turnovers has resulted in only 5 points for the Phoenix Mercury. We knew that this was going to be probably a tight, low-scoring game here tonight between these two teams, because when you look at the 2 previous meetings that occurred earlier in the season, the Aces lost to the Mercury back in the Michelob Ultra Arena on June the 15th. They played without Asia Wilson, if you remember, as Asia was in concussion protocol at that time, and the Aces lost 76-70. And then the Aces returned the favor, winning here in Phoenix when Asia did play. And it was 84-81 in favor of the Aces, and Wilson had 26 points on that night. Figured it was going to be a good matchup for her, and Asia's leading the way with 20, but the Aces have got to get some more help from just somebody else, and specifically the guards. And not a lot of attempts from the guards tonight. Chelsea Gray's only put up 4 shots, as has Jackie Young, and Jewel Lloyd has put up 5. So hopefully some better production coming here in the second half for the Las Vegas Aces. Remember, this is a very big stretch for the Aces. There's 11 games left, counting tonight. So after tonight, only 10 games left, and they are looking up in the standings at 4 teams, including this Phoenix Mercury team, who is 19-12. The season series is 1 game apiece, so this game vitally important for the Aces to gain at least a split. They're going to face Phoenix again coming up 6 days from now, next Thursday, back at the Michelob Ultra Arena. So the Aces need to get this one and gain some more ground on some other teams here. All right, we will step away. We will come back here in a couple minutes, getting ready for the second half. The Aces trail the Mercury 42-41. You listen to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by West Star Credit Union.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
All right, Jacob, it's sellers versus buyers, kid. Pool noodle battle. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready, but the sellers are going down today.
Not a chance, baby. Our sellers get cash advances, we handle the repairs up front, and we always get top dollar. We'll even buy your house for cash if needed.
Okay, but don't forget about the buyers. Inventory's up, which means more homes to choose from, and we negotiate hard to get our buyers the best deal, and some closing costs maybe.
Well, now you're just showing off.
Just doing what we do best.
Buyers or sellers, the real estate guy's got your back.
Call us at 702-310-6683 or visit therealestateguyLV.com.
That's 702-310-MOVE. eXp Realty license number 38886. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
We're hiring at A1 Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at a1garage.com/careers.
A1garage.com, A1 from day one.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Sierra Air Conditioning and Plumbing has proven that we can solve problems quickly, completely, and affordably, which is great. But we also like to prevent problems before they happen, which saves you money. So you can live your life comfortably and without worry. And the way we do it is with the Savings and Maintenance Membership, or SAM plan for short. For $16 a month, you get 4 yearly visits, a 15-point cooling system tune-up, a 15-point heating system tune-up, a 65-point plumbing inspection and water heater flush, 1 diagnostic or emergency service trip for plumbing or air, 15% off repairs, and a lot more, including peace of mind all year long. Check out the long list of benefits at SierraCoolsLV.com. Or give us a call at 702-380-7099. License number 0078689 and 081121.
Sierra Air Conditioning and Plumbing, service that soars above the rest.
Modelo is an official cerveza of the Las Vegas Raiders and the JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is a rich, full-flavored Pilsner-style lager, delivering a crisp, refreshing taste, brewed with fighting spirit since 1925. Welcome back to the Aces Radio Network. It's the halftime report with stats, scores, and more, presented by West Star Credit Union. Here's TC Martin.
Here, the second half, Aces trail by 1. And A'ja Wilson gets fouled on the opening possession, so Wilson will get to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Much needed win here tonight for the Aces. And Phoenix can say the exact same thing. Phoenix is fourth in the standings. Aces are fifth. And the head-to-head means so much for playoff positioning and tiebreakers. Wilson connects on both free throws, and A'ja now has her number, 22. Aces have the lead, 43-42. Thomas over to Copper. Back to Westbeld for 3. Back iron, no good. Wilson has the rebound. Bounce pass inside to Smith. Back to Wilson. To Gray. Gray has it on the wing. And we're going to have a whistle away from the ball. And Sabally commits the foul. So Gray inbounds to Young. Jackie's been quiet tonight. It's been the A'ja Wilson show. Puts it over to Gray. Gray. Her jumper on the way is no good. Here comes Phoenix now. Sabally lobs inside to Thomas. And Chelsea picks her pocket again. Behind the back dribble. Chelsea crosses midcourt. Here come the Aces in transition. Chelsea bounce pass into A. A hangs in the air. Misses. Gets hammered in the back of the head on the putback. 2 more free throws from the MVP. And A'ja Wilson is trying to will this team back. Just like we saw against New York on Wednesday night. So Wilson back to the line again. First free throw on the way for Wilson. Up and good. A'ja money at the line tonight. 9 of 10. Second free throw on the way. Good as gold. 10 for 11, 24 points. And the Aces, believe it or not, have their largest lead of the night of 3, 45-42. Thomas lobs it inside to Sabally. Too strong. Turnover. So the 7th turnover by Phoenix. Jackie Young sprints up court. Jackie with the dribble, and we're going to get an offensive foul on Melissa Smith as she was trying to go set up in the low block and just ran over Westbeld. So there's an unforced error by the Aces. Their 6th turnover. Sabally has it over to Thomas at the top of the key. Wilson guarding her. Thomas getting down low. Oh, just shoved off Chelsea, and they caught it too. They caught that offensive foul. Good call there by the officials. So the Aces have a chance to put a little distance between themselves and the Mercury. Gray now has it. Fires a pass to Wilson. Back to the basket. Now Asia gives it off to Young. Young at the top of the key. Outside the three-point arc. Gives it to Wilson. Asia's there. To Bell in the corner. Bell drives the lane. Gives it up to Smith. There you go. Kirsten Bell with a beautiful pass to Alyssa Smith. The Aces are up by 5. Timeout Phoenix. 47-42. 8:08 to play. Third quarter. And the Aces have come back and taken control here in Phoenix.
Aces fans love a winning team. That's why the Aces use VegasTickets.com. With Vegas Tickets, you get the best seats to every event. Want front row? VegasTickets.com. Need group tickets or national event tickets? Yeah, Vegas Tickets. They are the best at taking care of customers, and they're an official partner of the Aces. Visit VegasTickets.com or call 702-795-7880. Ask for the Aces discount. VegasTickets.com, because where you sit matters.
Running a business gets more complicated every year, so you need a trusted advisor in your corner, especially when it comes to your workers' comp program. Pro Group Management has been helping Nevada's self-insured businesses for over 20 years. Whether your business is retail, trucking, building, agriculture, or auto, our team has the expertise to make sure your coverage meets your needs, and at a price that fits your budget. Our award-winning team keeps track of all the important regulatory issues that impact your business. We help with safety, compliance, and inspections, because that's what you should expect from a trusted business partner. Find out how to have Pro Group Management work for you. Visit our website at pgmnv.com to receive a free cost savings analysis now. That's pgmnv.com, or call our Las Vegas office at 702-740-4380. Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
Some personal injury lawyers talk about less fee, but when you read the fine print, you'll discover they have so many restrictions, it's really an empty promise. At the Richard Harris Law Firm, every client settlement gets our less fee guarantee, which means we'll never take more in fees than our client gets. No restrictions apply. Who you hire matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm, 444-4444.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Hello, I'm Jesse Fonseca with Park Place Realty. I have been your local broker since 1990. Yes, that's 35 years. So if you're looking at selling or buying a home, I'd love to be your choice. Call or text for more information, 702-736-3000. I'm also a mortgage banker, so if no one will lend you, I'll lend you. I have a lot of money. Credit restoration, notary, and much more.
This is Jackie Young, and you're listening to Aces Radio Network.
Sabally has it at the top of the key for Phoenix after the timeout. Aces up 5, 47-42. Copper into Thomas. Thomas, turnaround jumper. That is no good, but a foul. And this will be called on Jackie Young.
Foul charge number 0, Jackie Young, her second personal. First team foul.
So 2 fouls coming for Alyssa Thomas. Thomas, a triple-double machine. Averaging 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. And that first free throw is no good. That's flat. Phoenix had their struggles in their last home game against Atlanta, where they trailed throughout. And Thomas hits the second free throw. And seeing some shades of that here tonight, especially early in the second half. And the Aces have jumped on him here after trailing by 1 at the half. And Las Vegas leads by 4 with the basketball. Gray has it. Gives the pass over to Jackie. Young has it. Shot clock's down to 4, though. Back to Gray. Spins the pass over to Bell for 3. That's off the mark. Asia battling strong again with the putback. A touch pass to Gray. Hello to Nalissa Smith. Oh, what a beautiful job by the Aces. Started with Asia Wilson with the rebound. Dishing it to Chelsea. Tipping it over to Smith for the bucket, and the Aces have their largest lead, 49-43. Thomas now to Sabali. Sabali with the right-hand dribble. Bell on her. Chelsea comes over to disrupt, and Jackie Young takes it away. Jackie's on the breakaway, gets by Copper. Left hand off the glass and good. Aces are now up by 8, 51 to 43. 6:45 remaining third quarter. What a run by the visitors here. The Aces have outscored the Phoenix Mercury 10-1 here to start the half, and now it's 10-4 as McConney hits a wide open 3. Aces now lead cut to 5. The tide is turned here in the second half. Gray to Wilson, and pass is too high for Smith. Another turnover for the Aces. Their 7th. Here comes AT now. Hands off to Copper. Copper, long distance. No good. Off the back iron. Wilson comes down with the rebound. Jackie's on a breakaway again. Jackie, dish pass off to Bell. Bell, no good, but Bell tips it back in. There is the athleticism by Kirsten Bell. And Becky Hammond tell you, she's a phenomenal athlete, and that was right there. Got the hops, timed it, tipped it in. 53-46. Another jumper off the mark for Phoenix, and a foul compounds it. Westbeld put up the jumper, no good. Jackie Young got the rebound, and Thomas shoved her in the back. Jackie's in a little bit of pain here. Getting up slowly. You tell, you know, Jackie had the back problems most of last season, and Jackie's not going to come out, though. And here come the Aces. Gray has it. Jewel Lloyd in the game for Bell. Jackie has it. Tiptoes at half court. Prevents the backcourt violation. Jackie still has it. Gives it inside to Asia. Turns it over. Thomas there. Intercepts it. Dishes off to Copper on the breakaway. No good, but an offensive rebound by Mack. Back to Thomas. Thomas to Sabali for 3. No good. Young comes in with a rebound. Aces have a 7-point lead. They got the basketball. 5 minutes to go. Behind the back dish from Chelsea to Asia to Smith. Turnaround jumper short. No good. Here comes Thomas again on the run. A leak out to Sabali. Score it. Now both teams are pushing the pace. Chelsea lobs it inside to A. Wilson working on Thomas. Nalissa Smith for 3. Air ball. And good hustle by Jewel. Lloyd comes down with a rebound. Out to Gray. To Jackie. Down the lane. Finger roll is good for Jackie Young. And the Aces say, hey, you want to run? Go ahead. Bring it on. That's our game. 55-48. 4:20 to play in the third. Bounce pass to Thomas. To Whitcomb. Now in. Whitcomb gets it over to Thomas. Shot clock down to 3. AT puts up an air ball. She missed that one by 3 feet. Smith to Gray, to Lloyd, to Jackie. Could it be? Boom! Shaka-laka-laka, boom! And the Aces are on a monster run here in the third quarter. 58-48, bringing down the house, raining threes, dishing dimes. A beautiful third quarter for the Las Vegas Aces right now. 58-48. You're listening to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
The ocean delights us as playful otters restore coastal kelp forests. The ocean teaches us how our choices impact even the deepest places. The ocean connects us. Visit MontereyBayAquarium.org/connects.
Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall.
Aces fans love a winning team. That's why the Aces use VegasTickets.com. With Vegas Tickets, you get the best seats to every event. Want front row? VegasTickets.com. Need group tickets or national event tickets? Yeah, Vegas Tickets. They are the best at taking care of customers, and they're an official partner of the Aces. Visit VegasTickets.com or call 702-795-7880. Ask for the Aces discount. VegasTickets.com, because where you sit matters.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Let's get back to the action with T.C. Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
The Aces have erupted here in the third quarter. They've got 58 points on the board. And they have outscored the Mercury 17-6. Dana Evans now is back in the basketball game. So she's in for Chelsea Gray. And Phoenix, after the timeout, has the ball at the top. Give it over to Alyssa Thomas. Back over to Copper. Copper. Asia on her. Shot clock down to 6. Copper's going to force up a 3. That's no good. Smith has the rebound. Hands it off to Jackie. Young pushes the pace again for the Aces. Jackie, who just hit that 3, looks for A. She's got her down low. Asia back to the basket. Back to Jackie. Outside the three-point arc, Jackie with the drive, no good. That finger roll was short, and Thomas comes up with it. Pass to Copper, into the corner. Whitcomb is going to can a 3. Lead down to 7. 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Evans has it. Becky Hammond has not had to burn any timeouts here tonight, which is impressive. Ball is batted away, intended for Wilson, and good aggressiveness by Thomas. Copper down the lane, gives it back to Thomas, and we're going to get a whistle first. Actually, a pretty smart foul there on Jackie Young before the shot could get up there. So Jackie commits another foul. That is her third. So Smith has 3, Young has 3, and Smith will exit. And Bell checks back in. McConney inbounds to Whitcomb, to Bonner, who's now in. Thomas to Mack, finds Mack, and Mack hits the turnaround jumper. And now Becky Hammond's going to call the timeout. So 5 unanswered by the Phoenix Mercury, and Becky says we got to put a stop to this right now. 2:38 remaining, third quarter. Aces still in control here in Phoenix.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
When you need cash, how quickly can LendingStore.com connect you to a lender faster than this commercial? Whether you need cash for a medical bill, groceries, or rent, LendingStore.com's network of lenders makes it quick and easy. In less time than this ad, you can fill out a few fields at LendingStore.com and find out if a lender can get you $500 to $5,000 as early as tomorrow. So visit LendingStore.com today for details. See website for details. Lending Store is not a lender and does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
You know, Josh, if you're hurt on the job, they call it workers' compensation. That makes it sound like you're easily compensated.
They ought to call it what it is. Workers' confusion.
Workers confounded.
Workers' complication. They have so many rules, filings, and time limits. Most workers are completely lost and finally give up.
Yep. If you're hurt on the job, don't try to go it alone. And don't wait. Deadlines are strictly enforced.
And call the Richard Harris Law Firm. 444-4444.
Let's get back to the action with T.C. Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
So Becky Hammond calls the timeout after Phoenix goes on a 5-0 run. 58-53 with 2:38 to play here in the third. Jackie Young brings it up for the Aces. Crowd in full throat here in Phoenix tonight. Young still with the dribble. Shot clock down to 10. Bell now has it, gives it back to Young. Young going down the lane, finds Bell. Now gives it to Evans. Evans gives it to Jewell, open for three. In and out, no good. Matt comes down with the rebound. Some indecision on that possession there for the Aces. But Jewell got a good look. Again, so many of her shots just in and out. And that ball is taken away down low as Jewell poked it away into the hands of Bell. Over to Young. Jackie has it. Tries to get it to Wilson. Luckily, that was kicked, because that would have been another turnover. And Alyssa Thomas, it hit her leg on the pass from Jackie Young. So Gray back in. Young exits. 1:57 to play here in the third. Chelsea will inbound in front of the Aces bench in their forecourt. Aces going right to left here. Bell has it. She's open, and they're going to let her shoot that air ball. McConney, just ball tipped by Jewell Loyd. Bell gets it, tries to throw a long outlet pass to Jewell, and goes off of Whitcomb. Whitcomb did a good job of hustling back, but that was all started by the defense from Jewell Loyd. Now Bell will come out. Aaliyah Nye is in. So Chelsea will inbound underneath the Aces hoop, right side. Looking, lobs it into Wilson. Wilson has it. A little mismatch on Whitcomb, and they're going to say a traveling call. Asia shuffled her feet before she could get off the shot. All right, both teams a little sloppy here in the last couple possessions. Still have that 5-point lead for the Aces, 58-53. Minute and a half to play here, third quarter. Whitcomb has it. Evans on her. Pass inside. Ooh, Alyssa Thomas gave Dana Evans a shot. However, they're going to get the foul on Evans prior to Thomas delivering the blow to Evans. Dana's tough. Whitcomb will inbound in front of the Phoenix bench now. Bounce pass into Thomas. Chelsea matched up on her. Aces with some active hands here now. There's a lob to Bonner, and Bonner tried to time that for an alley-oop. Bonner missed everything. Wilson comes down with it. Asia now with 13 rebounds to go with her 24 points. And Asia has the ball. Working down low. Turnaround jumper, no good, but we're going to get contact. And Asia going back to the free throw line. So Matt commits the foul, her second. So Phoenix over the limit as well, even though that was a shooting foul. So Asia would get two regardless.
Asia Wilson, shooting two.
MVP. Doing MVP things again. First free throw. Good. 7 for 14 from the field for Asia Wilson. About to go 12 for 13 at the free throw line. She hits. 14 rebounds for a total of 26 points. Aces back up. 7. Thomas has it. Right elbow. Looking. Trying to get it to Bonner again. The alley-oop does work this time. And 1. So those two connected on that play so many years in Connecticut. And we saw one that finally worked here in Phoenix tonight. So Bonner will go to the free throw line. Get a chance for the three-point play opportunity. So that foul committed by Dana Evans. Bonner going to the line. And Kia Stokes is checked in. Bonner hits the free throw and completes a three-point play. So the Aces have Dana Evans, Chelsea Gray, Jewell Loyd, Aaliyah Nye, and Kia Stokes on as Asia gets her blow here. So the Aces are going to need to get some scoring from the guards. Chelsea has it, puts it over in the corner to Nye. Nye working on Whitcomb, back over to Gray. Chelsea now, follow-away jumper, front iron, no good. And Bonner comes down with a rebound. Lakhani, 22 seconds to go. And Phoenix will get the ball to start the fourth quarter as well. Lakhani's going to launch a three. Oh, my goodness, she drains it. And it's 60-59. A 10-point lead is evaporated down to 1 for the Aces. Last shot of the quarter time. Aces need this one, because Phoenix will start the fourth with the basketball. Evans has it with 4 seconds. Hey, Evans lobs it inside, throws it away. Inside to Stokes. And again, with A'ja Wilson off the floor, Aces don't have a lot of options, especially with this bench group. It was intended for Stokes, but she wasn't there. And the ball is inbounded, and the Mercury cannot get a shot off. There's only less than 2 seconds to go. We've played 30 minutes of basketball here in the desert. And the Las Vegas Aces have come storming back. They trailed by 1 to start the fourth quarter. They now lead by 1, 60-59. Listen to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
The ocean moves us, surfing a wave or savoring the view. The ocean delights us as playful otters restore coastal kelp forests. The ocean connects us. Visit MontereyBayAquarium.org/connects.
Get started today.
Aces fans love a winning team. That's why the Aces use VegasTickets.com. With Vegas Tickets, you get the best seats to every event. Want front row? VegasTickets.com. Need group tickets or national event tickets? Yeah, Vegas Tickets. They are the best at taking care of customers, and they're an official partner of the Aces. Visit VegasTickets.com or call 702-795-7880. Ask for the Aces discount. VegasTickets.com, because where you sit matters.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
Get ready for bacon, barbecue, and bold flavor. Say howdy to the Port of Sub Smoky Western. Stacked with smoked ham, tender turkey, smoky cheddar, bacon, and tangy barbecue sauce. Sweet, savory, sassy, but not for long. Order now at portofsubs.com, on the app, or ride on in today. The Smoky Western, only for a limited time.
Slice fresh sandwiches, Port of Subs.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com. Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
Sierra Air Conditioning and Plumbing has proven that we can solve problems quickly, completely, and affordably, which is great. But we also like to prevent problems before they happen, which saves you money, so you can live your life comfortably and without worry. And the way we do it is with the Savings and Maintenance Membership, or SAM plan for short. For $16 a month, you get 4 yearly visits, a 15-point cooling system tune-up, a 15-point heating system tune-up, a 65-point plumbing inspection and water heater flush, 1 diagnostic or emergency service trip for plumbing or air, 15% off repairs, and a lot more, including peace of mind all year long. Check out the long list of benefits at
Hey, this is Becky Hammond, head coach of the Las Vegas Aces, and you're listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
Phoenix starts the fourth quarter with the basketball. Bonner tries a 3 and cans it. The Mercury with the opening possession, crowd on their feet, and Phoenix has reclaimed the lead. And the Mercury on a 12-2 run, and Jewel Lloyd answers with a triple of her own to give the Aces the lead back at 63-62. Aces start this quarter off with Leonai, Jewel Lloyd, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, and Kia Stokes on the floor. A'ja Wilson, we expect her soon, as we know that Becky Hammond cannot afford to have A'ja Wilson on the bench for long periods of time. And there's a bucket right back by Phoenix. And now it's 64-63. Chelsea has it. Drives down the lane. Draws contact. She's not going to get the whistle. Chelsea really forced that one, and now we're going to get a late whistle, and they are going to get Sabali on that. So the official from the far side came in and blew the whistle. We couldn't hear it. It's so loud in here. And Chelsea will get 2 free throws. And Chelsea's intent was solely to draw contact and get to the free throw line. And the 2 officials near her did not blow the whistle. It was a weak side official that did. So Chelsea to the free throw line to give the Aces the lead back. First free throw is good. Second free throw on the way. Good as well. Aces back on top, 65-64. Fourth quarter just underway. We played a minute and 20 seconds. McConney has it for the Mercury. Over to Sabali. Back to Bonner. Bonner had a conventional three-point play, an and one, and then drained a 3. McConney now has it, 25 feet away, gives it to Copper. 3 on the shot clock. Copper lets one go. Kalia Copper hits one from 20 feet away in the corner. Phoenix back on top. The 6th lead change of the night. Young has it on the left wing. Nat comes out on her. Jackie's backing up, waiting for a pick from Stokes. Wilson ready to check back in. Jackie for 3, back iron no good. Nye does a nice job of securing the rebound. Back to Gray, back to Young. Back to Gray at the top of the key. Sabali on her. Chelsea putting her head down off the glass. No good. Stokes taps it. Can't get the rebound. Jackie does. Left hand off the glass and good. Great job by the Aces. Stick-to-itiveness. That's what that was right there. And the Aces back up by 1, 67-66. Asia Wilson back in for the duration. 7:40 remaining in the game. Stokes goes to the bench. So now the Aces have Nye still in the game. Going to roll with her, with Lloyd, Young, Gray, and Wilson. Sabali at the top of the K. Bounce pass inside to Thomas. Thomas flips a pass into the corner to McConney. She misses. And Jackie Young with a rebound. To Lloyd. Lloyd puts the gas on off the glass. No good. Comes up short. Thomas has it for Phoenix. To Sabali. Stop, fire 3, good. Satu Sabali drains it, and she now has 20 points. Becky Hammond's going to call a timeout here as Phoenix has reclaimed the lead. They lead by 2, 69-67. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back with more here from Phoenix. Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall.
Big news, Las Vegas! Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our team today. Proudly serving Las Vegas for 23 years and counting. Les Olson IT, your business better. Les Olson IT.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn. And the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Summer's here, and with record-breaking temps already happening, your HVAC system's got to be ready to perform. At Semperfi Heating and Cooling, we don't just service systems, we prepare them for battle against the toughest conditions. That's why Semperfi is offering a 29-point precision inspection tune-up for $17.75. And because we believe in taking care of our first responders and our veterans, get 20% off all other services. Call Semperfi at 702-703-6450 for same-day service. That's 702-703-6450. 450 or online at callsemperfi.com.
This summer, you'll be loving Howard Lendon and America First Credit Union. Get new Visa credit cards with 0% intro APR for 6 months. Need a new ride? Get 90 days with no payments on new auto loans and 60 days no payments on RV and power sports loans. Our home equity loans start with an introductory 4.49% APR to refinance debt or take on that dream project. Start the summer fun now and your payments later. Apply today at AmericaFirst.com or visit a branch. Subject to membership, eligibility, terms, creditworthiness, and conditions. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Beat the heat and pack up the car. Bring the kids and make memories that last without spending a fortune. Cedar City in beautiful southern Utah is closer than you think and cooler than you expect. An easy 3-hour drive and you can enjoy that cool mountain air. Enjoy an amazing hike in one of the many nearby national parks or some great fishing in the nearby lakes and reservoirs. There's something for everyone, and it won't break the bank. Visit cedarcity.com to plan your summer escape.
Let's get back to the action with T.C. Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
So the Aces have the basketball after the Becky Hammond timeout. They're down 2. Jewel Lloyd has it over on the right wing. Over to 9. 9 dribbles down the lane. Now gives it to Chelsea. Gray fall-away jumper contested around and down. Count it for Chelsea Gray. And we're tied at 69. Thomas crosses midcourt. Wilson picks her up. Thomas still has the dribble. Looking for Bonner. Ball's tipped. Asia gets a hand on it. And now we're going to get a reach-in foul here. And they're going to get Asia Wilson on this. So Asia's first foul of the night. What a clean slate for Asia. 26 points, 14 rebounds, 7 of 14 from the field, 12 of 13 from the line. Bounce pass goes inside to Thomas. Thomas falls down, and she throws the ball off of Jackie Young's foot. So Phoenix will retain possession. 7 seconds on the shot clock. McConney will inbound to the right side of the Phoenix basket. Officials having a conversation down low here. Not sure what this is about. I mean, the ball was clearly off of Jackie. And a lot of times we have these conversations that seem so unnecessary. And now they're going to inbound the ball on the other side, so maybe that's what that was about. Okay, still on the baseline. Just to the left of the basket. Sabally has it. Shot clock down to 4. Sabally moves her way inside. Got by Jackie Young, and Phoenix reclaims the lead. 8 lead changes. 8 ties. Aces have led by as many as 10. Phoenix by as many as 7. Wilson now has it. She's got a lane on the baseline. She stops. She puts it up and good. Asia Wilson continues to put on a show here tonight, as she does just about every night. 28 points. Aces have tied it at 71. McConney has it. Bounce pass inside. Thomas, jump hook, count it, and 1. A foul on Jewel Lloyd. And Alyssa Thomas just got position, sealed Jewel down low, and Jewel tried to go over the top and challenge the shot. No luck there. And Alyssa Thomas to the free throw line. Change that. That'll be Satu Sabally to the free throw line. So Sabally. And she misses. No three-point play there. Phoenix by 2. And Gray has it. Crosses midcourt. Sabally on her. Chelsea gives it back to A at the top. Back over to Jackie. Young now has it. Trying to work on the smaller McConney. Back over to Jewel. Back over to Jackie. Ball's poked away. Shot clock's down to 2. And Jackie just has to force up a wild shot. It draws iron. And Bonner came down with it. To Thomas. 3-on-2. Thomas all the way to the cup. Gets stopped. Long jumper on the way for McConney. That's off the mark. Ace is fortunate there. Wilson has it at the top of the key. Dribbles over to the left side, back to Jackie. Jackie bounce pass to A. In her kitchen, right there at the free throw line. Asia getting banged up. Asia going to draw contact. Count if it goes, and it doesn't. But 2 more free throws for the MVP. Go to the well. Go to the MVP. Repeatedly. And expect a steady dose of that for the final 4:52. And maybe beyond if this goes into OT. Wilson tries to tie this game back up with the 2 free throws. The first one on the way. Cash. Asia's second free throw on the way. More money. 73 all. .445 to play. Makani gives it over to Sabali. Back over to Thomas. Thomas on the left wing, looking inside. Nothing happening there. Back to Makani at the top of the key. Bounce pass inside to Thomas. Smith on her. Thomas banks it home. Over to Alyssa Smith. 75-73 Phoenix. Jackie, spot up 3. Good. Jackie Young for a triple, and the Aces are back on top. Straight away, 23 feet away for JY. 76-75, approaching the 4-minute mark. Thomas has it. At the top, Smith on her. Smith gives a forearm shiver to Jewell. No call. Copper corner 3. Back iron, no good. Smith comes down with a rebound near the circle. Young now has it. Aces with a 1-point lead and the rock. 3:45 to play. Jackie gets a pick from Jewell. Gives it back to Jewell. Jewell with the left-hand dribble. Fall-away jumper. You know it's true. Jewell Lloyd for the bucket, and the Aces are back up 3. 78-75. 3:30 to play. Makani has it. Crosses midcourt. Pick up high from Thomas. Makani now backs it up. Makani tries to drive on Smith. Gets her up in the air. Too strong off the glass. Wilson with the rebound. Asia corrals her 16th board of the night. Chelsea Gray has it. And Becky Hammond's going to call a timeout with 3:07 to play. Las Vegas leads Phoenix 78-75. More of Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by West Star Credit Union.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Hey Las Vegas, are you tired of plumbing prices that break the bank? At 365 Plumbing, we're bringing fair pricing back. Family owned and operated, we treat your home like it's our own. For your everyday plumbing needs, we're here 365 days a year, rain or shine, day or night. Extend the life of your water heater right now. Take advantage of our $89 water heater special. Visit us at 365plummingnv.com. Bringing fair pricing back to the Valley, one home at a time. 365 Plumbing, because where the water flows, 365 Plumbing goes.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
Flood season, schmudschmeezen. It's just a little rain, and you're in a car. Drive through the puddle. It's like a free car wash, and you've got places to go. Come on, got it.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. You simply can't tell how deep floodwater is in the road, and it only takes 1 foot of rushing water to pick up your car. Drowning in your car is a tragedy you can avoid. Never drive through floodwater, because water always wins.
Brought to you by the Regional Flood Control District.
Hello, I'm Jesse Fonseca with Park Place Realty. I have been your local broker since 1990. Yes, that's 35 years. So if you're looking at selling or buying a home, I'd love to be your choice. Call or text for more information, 702-736-3000. I'm also a mortgage banker, so if no one will lend you, I'll lend you. I have a lot of money. Credit restoration, notary, and much more. Call for a free home evaluation, 736-3000.
License E143790. Geneva Financial 393995.
Sunday at 4, live from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, the MLB Little League Classic as the Mariners take on the New York Mets on ESPN Radio 1100 AM and 100.9 FM. Brought to you by Paul Patta Law. It's not about the injury, it's about the recovery.
Let's get back to the action with T.C. Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
All right. Back to action here in Phoenix. I know there's a pizza party going in New Douglas, Illinois tonight. That's right. Hopefully some Lou Malnati's with the Lorenz and Nelson clan there. Loyal listeners, of course. Give me a slice of some deep dish pepperoni. Can I get some of that? How about a Vienna hot dog to go as well? I'll mix and match. No problem. Melissa Smith, turnaround jumper is good as the shot clock is winding down after the Becky Hammond timeout. And it's 80-75. The Aces have a 5-point lead. Huge bucket by Melissa Smith. 2.5 to play. Aces currently in the 5th spot. Phoenix, the 4th spot. Huge game, tiebreaker procedures here as well, too. That jumper by Copper's off. Wilson comes down with a rebound. And Chelsea Gray crosses midcourt. Wilson now has it at the top of the key. Uses the pick from Jackie. Asia back to the basket. Now gives it up. Young has it. 5 on the shot clock. Jackie, 20 feet away. Still has the rock. Has going to have to force one up. No good. So the Aces took too much time on that one. Did not get a quality look. McConney races up court for the Mercury. McConney has it. 2 minutes to play. Bounce pass to AT. Lloyd on her. Jackie comes over to double team. Copper's open for 3. Yes. Oh, what a transition there for the Aces. Getting not a quality shot at their end and giving up a triple. It's a 2-point game with 1:40 to play. Gray, stop, pop, jumper, good. Chelsea Gray rims one down, and it's 82-78. A minute and a half to play. Thomas has it. Down the lane, AT just bullies her way, and she's going to draw another foul on Melissa Smith.
It's her 4th personal. First team foul in the last 2 minutes.
So looking at the team foul situation, the Aces have committed 4, so that means free throws the rest of the way for the Mercury. And Phoenix has only committed 2, so that could come into play here. So Thomas, not a great free throw shooter, right about 78%, but she hits the first. Thomas trying to trim this lead to 2. And she does not. Asia skies for the rebound and an over-the-back foul on Sabali. And that's good because that now puts Phoenix with 3 team fouls. Ace is still not shooting yet, but inching closer. Now the next foul on Phoenix will result in free throws for the Aces because you can only commit 2 in the final 2 minutes. So on the second, it's free throws, even though Phoenix only has 3 team fouls right now. So Chelsea Gray has it. A minute 20 to play. Ace is up by 3. Young has it. Back to Chelsea at the top. Chelsea, crossover dribble, stops, fires, good. Chelsea money, Gray. Gray with the bucket, and we've got a timeout for Phoenix, and the Aces are up 5, looking in very good position right now. Now, they call the timeout. However, it's going to be a reset timeout by Nate Tibbetts here. So Phoenix is going to use their reset. No substitutions and a quick inbound. Here we go. Thomas has it. This is basically it for the Phoenix Mercury. They need a bucket. Aces need a stop. Bonner's going to launch a 3. Back iron, no good. Skying high for the rebound is Sabali and a putback. It's 84-81. 1 minute to play. Gray has it. Crosses midcourt, has the dribble, left hand, milking some clock right now. Wilson gives her a pick, bringing Thomas with her. Chelsea still has it, stops, fires. Chelsea around and out, no good. Battle for the rebound into the hands of Bonner. Phoenix down 3 with the basketball. Sabali's going to think about a 3. Now she's going to pass it inside to AT. Thomas over Jewel Lloyd. Score the bucket. It's a 1-point game. Timeout, Becky Hammond. 30 seconds to play. And we will keep it right here. 84 to 83. Well, we said before this game started that it was going to be hot, heated, contested. Game would probably be in the 80s, and that's exactly where we're at right now. The last time these two teams met on this floor, it was 84 to 81. That was back on June the 29th. Asia had 26 points in that game. Tonight she's got 30 and 17 rebounds. And the reigning MVP is just not ready to hand that award over to Naphesia Collier just yet, because everyone pretty much had Collier penciled in as soon as about 10 games were in the season and Minnesota was rolling. Collier was putting in these great numbers. Collier's been injured the past 2.5 weeks. Remember, got injured against the Aces, and she's having a fantastic season. But Asia Wilson has got something to say. She now has had 7 30-point games this season. The double-doubles have been ridiculous. 30 and 17 tonight, points and rebounds. Asia 17 points and 16 rebounds against the Liberty 2 nights ago. And now they're going to need to call on the MVP to seal the deal here tonight. Resetting it for you. Aces have the basketball. 30 seconds remaining. They lead by 1, 84-83. Gray Nye is now back in the game for the Aces. Jewel Lloyd, Jackie Young, and Asia Wilson. Chelsea will inbound. Chelsea with the rock. Gives it over to Jackie. Jackie, 40 feet away at midcourt. 6-second differential between shot and game clock. Aces need a bucket to seal the deal here. Game clock. Now it's 16. Jackie still has it. She's not moving. Only 5 on the shot clock. Jackie's got to do something with it. Gray has it. Follow-away jumper for Chelsea. Becky Hammond calls a timeout. With 3 on the shot clock. Aces had nothing happening there at all. No movement. And they were content just to hold the basketball. And this could come back to haunt them. If they do not score here, they're going to leave time left for Phoenix if they don't secure an offensive rebound on a miss. Obviously, Phoenix does not want to foul here, but there is 9.5 on the clock. And it just seemed like the Aces, one of 2 things there, that they were just content on milking clock, or they're a little discombobulated there. But they started the action way too late, and that's when Becky Hammond says, nope, I'm going to have to burn the timeout here. And that's not what she really wanted to do, because the Aces have no timeouts left. So that means she cannot advance the ball. If Phoenix happens to score in the waning seconds. But right now the Aces have the basketball. 9.5 to go. Aces break the huddle. Here we go. Crowd on their feet. Sellout crowd here in Phoenix. Becky is keeping the same 5 out there. It's Gray. It's Young. It's Nye. Lloyd and Wilson. Chelsea will inbound in front of us here. Midcourt. Chelsea will trigger. Remember, only 3 seconds on the shot clock. Chelsea looking, gets it to Asia. Asia draws a double team, follow-away jumper. Off the mark, no good. Clock is ticking down, 4 seconds to go. Aaliyah Nye tried to save it. She could not. Foot on the baseline. Seattle has the ball with 3.6 remaining, and they're going to call a timeout. We will keep it here. So the Aces got themselves a good look. They used as much time as they possibly could, and had an tuned in late, we'll play it back for you, give you the highlights, and then a look ahead to Sunday's game. The action is fast and furious. Every other day games here. And only 10 games left on the schedule tonight. And this is a must-win for the Aces to continue their climb up in the standings. They were in the 8th position going back a week and a half ago. They're now in the top 5, and Phoenix is in the 4th spot, and the Aces could gain a full game on them here with this victory here tonight. But the Aces need to hang on the final 3.6 seconds. And now the officials are at the table looking at the monitor. I think they're trying to look at the clock here just to see if they're going to put some more time. Blocked by Chelsea Gray into the hands of Jewel Lloyd. Aces win. Aces win. Yes, again for the 6th time in a row and for the 11th time in the last 14 games. The Las Vegas Aces win. Final score 86-83. Big time. Booyah. Boom. Shakalaka-laka. Boom. We'll be back with the post-game show, put a wrap on this bad boy, and look ahead to the Aces coming back home for 3 big games, and they gain some more ground in the standings, knocking off the Phoenix Mercury tonight, 86-83. You're listening to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall.
There's a difference you can feel when you step into the showroom at Finley Honda Henderson. Sure, our cars are beautiful, built to last, and our certified pre-owned inventory is one of the largest in the country. But the difference is our people. From the sales floor to the service department, we're focused on you. Because when you're the center of our attention, everybody wins. It may not be what you're used to, but we think it should be. Welcome to The Difference at Findlay Honda Henderson in the Valley Auto Mall.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
This season, get in the game with the William Hill Pro Pick'em Football Contest. Just pick the winning teams, no point spreads, and take home your share of up to $1,210,000 in cash prizes. For a $25 entry fee, you'll be picking for your share of $10,000 in weekly prizes. Finish with 215 season wins and get the $1 million cash bonus. Register today and get your picks in before kickoff on Sunday, September 7th. For more details and to see a list of participating locations, visit williamhill.us. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's back to school and time to upgrade your view. Right now at Sunburst Shutters, you can save up to $750 when you upgrade your home with custom shutters, motorized shades, or beautiful blinds. Get your space looking A+ just in time for the new season. Their pros handle everything from design to install. No homework required. Call Sunburst Shutters today to schedule your free in-home consultation. Sunburst Shutters, custom made, premium quality, perfect fit, limited time only. Don't miss it. Call 702-367-1600 or visit sunburstshutterslasvegas.com.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights, custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Summer's here with record precision inspection tune-up for $17.75. And because we believe in taking care of our first responders and our veterans, get 20% off all other services. Call Semper Fi 702-703-6450 for same-day service. That's 702-703-6450 or online at callsemperfi.com.
This summer, you'll be loving Howard Lendon and America First Credit Union. Get new Visa credit cards with 0% intro APR for 6 months. Need a new ride? Get 90 days with no payments on new auto loans and 60 days no payments on RV and power sports loans. Start the summer fun now and your payments later. Apply today at americafirst.com or visit a branch. Subject to membership, eligibility, terms, creditworthiness, and conditions. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Hello, I'm Jesse Fonseca with Park Place Realty. I have been your local broker since 1990. Yes, that's 35 years. So if you're looking at selling or buying a home, I'd love to be your choice. Call or text for more information, 702-736-3000. I'm also a mortgage banker, so if no one will lend you, I'll lend you. I have a lot of money. Credit restoration, notary, and much more. Call for a free home evaluation, 736-3000.
License E143790. Geneva Financial 393995.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
This season, get in the game with the William Hill Pro Pick'em Football Contest. Just pick the winning teams, no point spreads, and take home your share of up to $1,210,000 in cash prizes. For a $25 entry fee, you'll be picking for your share of $10,000 in weekly prizes. Finish with 215 season wins and get the $1 million cash bonus. Register today and get your picks in before kickoff on Sunday, September 7th. For more details and to see a list of participating locations, visit williamhill.us. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Flood season schmudschmeezen. It's just a little rain and you're in a car. Drive through the puddle. It's like a free car wash. And you've got places to go. Come on, got it.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. You simply can't tell how deep floodwater is in the road, and it only takes 1 foot of rushing water to pick up your car. Drowning in your car is a tragedy you can avoid. Never drive through floodwater because water always wins.
Brought to you by the Regional Flood Control District.
Hello, I'm Jesse Fonseca with Park Place Realty. I have been your local broker since 1990. Yes, that's 35 years. So if you're looking at selling or buying a home, I'd love to be your choice. Call or text for more information, 702-736-3000. I'm also a mortgage banker, so if no one will lend you, I'll lend you. I have a lot of money. Credit restoration, notary, and much more. Call for a free home evaluation, 736-3000.
License B143790. Geneva Financial 393995.
Hello, I'm Jesse Fonseca with Park Place Realty. I have been your local broker since 1990. Yes, that's 35 years. So if you're looking at selling or buying a home, I'd love to be your choice. Call or text for more information, 702-736-3000. I'm also a mortgage banker.
Stokes.
So if no one will lend you, I'll lend you.
Impact.
I have a lot of money. Credit restoration, notary, and much more. Call for a free home evaluation, 736-3000.
License B143790. Geneva Financial 393995.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Time for the Las Vegas Aces postgame show on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall. Here's TC Martin with tonight's highlights, analysis, and wrap-up.
Well, we expected a wild one here in Phoenix tonight, and that's exactly what we got in front of another sold-out crowd here. It doesn't matter home or away. That's the impact that the Las Vegas Aces have. And tonight, the Aces coming in here needed a much-needed win against another team that they were looking up at in the standings, and they got all of that and more here tonight. Final score 86-83 in a thriller here in the desert. Let's run it back for you and tell you how it all went down. Aces got off to a pretty slow start tonight, as did Phoenix. We talked about the defensive intensity and probably not going to have a game in the 90s or the 100s. It did heat up in the second half, especially the fourth quarter, but it was a grind in the first quarter. Jewell Loyd got it started as she came in off the bench and does what Jewell does. Nice move by McConney. Jewell Loyd for 3, count it. A triple by Jewell. And the Aces get 3 back. They're down 1, 6-5. That's some early action there. A'ja Wilson, the MVP, started off fast, ended even stronger. Gives it to Loyd, but Loyd gives it to A'ja. Count if it goes, it does, and 1 for the MVP. A'ja Wilson determined to get the rock and make it count, and she does. There it is. Aces trailed by 2 at the end of one, 17-15. And into the second quarter we go. Things started picking up a little bit. The MVP really started to take over. Still has it. Now goes inside Asia. Jump hook. Beautiful job by Asia Wilson with a nice little left-hand hook. Kind of the left-handed version of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar right there. The little Asia Wilson sky hook. 25-23 Phoenix. Aces willing their way back, and the MVP put them on their back. Wilson gets a pass from Gray. Up and under move by the MVP. Sweet move there, and Asia scoops it in. Wilson to Gray to Jackie on the break, off the glass. That's 2 fast break buckets for Jackie Young. Nicely done by Chelsea Gray to find his streaking Jackie Young to the cup, and the Aces have cut it to 1, 38-37. And that's the way it pretty much ended at the end of the second quarter. We went into halftime. Phoenix had a 1-point lead, 42-41. And then the Aces came out of the locker room in Flago on fire. And who else? Jackie Young got it going. Bell on her. Chelsea comes over to disrupt. And Jackie Young takes it away. Jackie's on a breakaway. Gets by Copper. Left hand off the glass and good. Aces are now up by 8. Aces up by 8. They were up by 10, and then all of a sudden, just like that, Phoenix came storming back. They went on a 12-2 run themselves, and we were tight towards the end of the third quarter. Smith to Gray to Lloyd to Jackie. Could it be? Boom! Shaka-laka-laka, boom! And the Aces are on a monster run here in the third quarter. 58-48, bringing down the house, raining threes, dishing dimes. Yes, and the Aces had a lead at the end of 3. But in the fourth quarter, Phoenix came storming back here and put a little run on the Aces themselves. And it got crazy, possession by possession. The guard play, key for the Aces. Securing the rebound. Back to Gray, back to Young. Back to Gray at the top of the key. Sabally on her. Chelsea putting her head down off the glass. No good. Stokes taps it. Can't get the rebound. Jackie does. Left hand off the glass and good. Great job by the Aces. Stick-to-itiveness. That's what that was right there. And the Aces back up by 1, 67-66. And then, of course, Asia Wilson. Well, all that, we saw so much of that. Very similar Wednesday night in New York where Asia Wilson says, we are not going to lose. I will not let that happen with this team. Jewel Lloyd had the same mentality. Over to 9. 9 dribbles down the lane. Now gives it to Chelsea. Gray follow-away jumper contested around and down. Count it for Chelsea Gray. And we're tied at 69. Tied at 69. That was one of the 9 lead changes we had. The game was tied on 10 different occasions. More from the point guard. Jackie gets a pick from Jewel. Gives it back to Jewel. Jewel with the left-hand dribble, fall-away jumper. You know it's true. Jewel Lloyd for the bucket, and the Aces are back up 3. 78-75. 3:30 to play. All right, we've got a couple of those highlights twisted and turned a little bit. Jewel Lloyd, Chelsea Gray. But really doesn't matter. It's all about the guard play, right? Bring on the guards. Let's go. Even though Phoenix only has 3 team fouls right now. So Chelsea Gray has it. 1:20 to play. Aces up by 3. Young has it. Back to Chelsea at the top. Chelsea, crossover dribble, stops, fires, good. Chelsea money, Gray. Gray with the bucket. Yes, just going crazy, losing my voice there. And that put the Aces up by 5. But then the Mercury came back down, hit a 3, and the Aces are in that position again, up 3. And then they needed a stop, and they got it. Stokes, here we go. Sabally will inbound. Near side, here we go. 3.6 to go. Sabally, bounce pass, intercepted by Chelsea Gray. That's going to do it. She's fouled in the backcourt by Bonner. Good night, Irene. 84-83, 0.8 of a second to go. And all Chelsea Gray needs to do is drain 2 free throws, and the Aces are going back to Vegas and continue this winning streak. And yes, so now with 0.8 of a second remaining, Phoenix had one more crack at it. The Aces need to play some D one more time. 8/10 of a second. Bonner inbounds the three. The desperation heave is no good. It's blocked. It's blocked by Chelsea Gray into the hands of Jewel Lloyd. Aces win. Aces win. Yes, again for the 6th time in a row and for the 11th time in the last 14 games. The Las Vegas Aces win. Final score 86-83. Big time. Booyah. Boom. Shaka-laka-laka. Boom. There it was. The Aces seal the deal and take care of business right there with the final score 86-83. And A'ja Wilson led the way once again. 30 points, 16 rebounds. A'ja, 8 of 16 in her 34 minutes tonight. So again, for the 5th consecutive game, playing 30-plus minutes. But that's exactly what Becky Hammon needs. You know, she cannot keep her on the bench. You know, the Aces need A'ja on the floor. And like A'ja said, you know, to be in the pregame and the postgame, bring it on. I'll play the whole game if needed. And they needed her tonight. Every one of those minutes. 8 for 16 from the field. 14 for 15 from the free throw line. And a tremendous effort by the reigning MVP again. The Aces were really reliant on A'ja in that first half. As we said, she was the only double-digit scorer, but was all said and done after the second half. It was 4 double-digit scorers. Jackie Young came to the party late, 17 points. Chelsea Gray added 16. Jewel Lloyd with 10. And there you had it. The core 4 really came through for the Aces tonight. On the Phoenix side, Satu Sabali was fantastic. She connected on 10 of 16 shots for 26 points. Alyssa Thomas, 15 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, pretty much her season average right there. Kalia Copper with 15, DeWanna Bonner with 12 off the bench, but it was not enough as the Las Vegas Aces ended up shooting 46% tonight. Did not do a good job from 3 again, only connected on 4 of 18, but hit some big ones down the stretch, and they put up 86 points, but defensively, they hold the Phoenix Mercury to 83, and they get the W. So what does this mean? This means that the Aces have now picked up ground again in the standings here. 10 games left to play. The Aces now improve their record to 20-14. With this loss, Phoenix now drops to 19-13. So the Aces gain a full game. So they're still in that 5th position, but this helps now. One more game between these two teams coming up next Thursday night at the Michelob Ultra Arena, back at the house. And the Aces, the worst they can do against Phoenix is the season series split. They now lead this series 2-1, so that'll be big. Every game from here on out is big, even Sunday's game when you're playing the lowly Dallas Wings. And we saw the Aces struggle a little bit against the Connecticut Sun last Sunday, but the Aces are going to need to come strong coming up this Sunday at home against Dallas. A fantastic job, again, by the Aces. So, again, still have to beat teams that they are looking up at in the standings and knock them all off. And so the 3-game homestand will start on Sunday against Dallas, 12:30 game time, and then Tuesday at 7 o'clock taking on the Atlanta Dream. That'll be the first of 2 games against Atlanta, 1 home, 1 away coming up, and then Phoenix back at the house on Thursday night. All right, much thanks to our crew here in Phoenix. As usual, they do a fantastic job. And, again, to everyone that's listening back home in Vegas or wherever you are listening around the country or around the world. All right, thanks to my main man, Devin, taking care of business back in headquarters in Las Vegas. TC Martin saying so long from the Phoenix Arena here tonight, where the Aces get the job done once again, defeating the Phoenix Mercury in a must-win game for them, 86-83. Reminder, we're back at it on Sunday. The Dallas Wings, Paige Beckers and company, come to town. Aces have now won 6 in a row, 11 of their last 14 games, and they are on a roll at the right time of the year. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy your weekend, and we will talk to you Sunday, 12 o'clock pregame show, 12:30 tip-off, back at the house at the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay. TC saying so long from the Valley of the Sun, celebrating another Aces victory, 86-83.
Hey, Hey, Chuck, when I apply for a signature loan, how long does it take to get the money?
Right away with our instant funding. Look, if you have an active debit card, we can just drop that money right into your account immediately. This is really handy when you're getting funded online at don'tbebroke.com. And of course, if you're in one of our 60 locations across the country, you can leave with the cash in hand up to $5,000.
So you get your money right away, but how long does the whole process take?
It takes about 30 minutes to process and fund your loan. Bring in your ID and some paperwork, and it's free to apply.
Thanks, Chuck. Dollar Loan Center has over 60 locations, or you can go to don'tbebroke.com and get fully funded from the comfort of your smartphone. New customers enjoy 1 week free interest, and you can get up to $5,000 in minutes.
Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Subject to approval. Limitations may apply. See website for details.
Personal injury law has been the same for a long time. Big egos, greed, and sleazy schemes. Big and loud doesn't always mean right. And the conventional mold doesn't define success. Goodbye, false quick buck promises. We've had enough. Welcome to Sam & Ash, the new standard for personal injury law, where things are done the right way, with integrity, experience, and authenticity. We're champions for the underdog. Life happens, and when you need help, you deserve a team without hidden agendas. A team that delivers real support and results. When you have both, your whole world can change. So if you've been hurt in a crash, call Sam & Ash, 702-303-0333. Sam & Ash, because you deserve what's right.
There's a difference you can feel when you step into the showroom at Finley Honda Henderson. Sure, our cars are beautiful, built to last, and our certified pre-owned inventory is one of the largest in the country. But the difference is our people. From the sales floor to the service department, we're focused on you. Because when you're the center of our attention, everybody wins. It may not be what you're used to, but we think it should be. Welcome to the difference at Finley Honda Henderson in the Valley Auto Mall.
Hey, Jeff, how's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. Truck, the letter U, LV.com. Truck You.
Thank you for listening to Las Vegas Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Westar Credit Union and Finley Toyota in the Valley Auto Mall.
And to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Las Vegas, are you tired of plumbing prices that break the bank? At 365 Plumbing, we're bringing fair pricing back. Family owned and operated, we treat your home like it's our own. For your everyday plumbing needs, we're here 365 days a year, rain or shine, day or night. Extend the life of your water heater right now. Take advantage of our $89 water heater special. Visit us at 365plummingnv.com. Bringing fair pricing back to the Valley, one home at a time. 365 Plumbing, because where the water flows, 365 Plumbing goes.
Flood season schmudschmeezen. It's just a little rain and you're in a car. Drive through the puddle. It's like a free car wash. And you've got places to go. Come on, got it.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. You simply can't tell how deep floodwater is in the road, and it only takes 1 foot of rushing water to pick up your car. Drowning in your car is a tragedy you can avoid. Never drive through floodwater because water always wins.
Brought to you by the Regional Flood Control District.
Hello, I'm Jesse Fonseca with Park Place Realty. I have been your local broker since 1990. Yes, that's 35 years. So if you're looking at selling or buying a home, I'd love to be your choice. Call or text for more information, 702-736-3000. I'm also a mortgage banker, so if no one will lend you, I'll lend you. I have a lot of money. Credit restoration, notary, and much more. Call for a free home evaluation, 736-3000.
License B143790. Geneva Financial 393995.
Can you believe what they just said?
It's the dumbest. I don't get this.
I can't do it. Join the conversation. Hit up the Finley Kia text line, 702-364-1100. Listen to Cofield and Company weekday afternoons at 3 on ESPN Las Vegas.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Denkin. We start with baseball in the showdown atop the National League West. The Dodgers lead the Padres 3-2. They have just finished the 8th inning in L.A. The Dodgers trying to pull even with the Padres atop the division. The Milwaukee Brewers have now won 13 games in a row, and the 13th may be the most improbable. The Reds led 8-1, but the Brewers came back to win at 10-8. Christian Yelich had 5 RBIs, 2 home runs. The Phillies beat the Nationals 6-2, but closer Johan Duran had to leave the game after getting hit on the foot with the ball hit back to the mound. X-rays were negative. He will be reevaluated before Saturday's game. Meanwhile, the Mets have now lost 10 of 11, 14 of 16. They fall to the Mariners 11-9. Cal Raleigh hit his 46th home run, now has 100 RBIs as well on the season. In St. Louis, the Yankees jumped out to an early lead and went on to beat the Cardinals.
Chisholm rocks that to right field, and that is gone. A laser out to right for Jazz Chisholm Jr. His 21st of the season, and the Yankees have put up a 3 spot in the first.
That call on the Yes Network as New York will go on to beat St. Louis 4-3. Red Sox win over the Marlins on a walk-off in the 9-2-1. Preseason football, the Titans win over the Falcons 23-20. Michael Penix Jr. did not play for Atlanta. Cam Ward started for Tennessee and went just 2 for 7 for 42 yards. The only other preseason game tonight, as the Seahawks leading the Chiefs 30-10 in the fourth quarter. Sam Darnold started for Seattle. He went 4 for 4. Patrick Mahomes had the night off.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Candy, coming up Monday, week 2 of the NFL preseason, and we got MLB playoff push, and I'll react to it all in my upon further review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike, weekday mornings at 6, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
The NFL on ESPN Radio.
The Bears, we could be talking about this team not even winning 6 games.
Camp to camp, team to team. 20 days until opening night. The countdown continues on ESPN Radio.
What are we going to see this weekend that we'll all be talking about on Monday? Game night on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, Sirius XM Channel 80. With Harrison Sanford, I am Ken LaVicka, and we are presented by Progressive Insurance. We might as well. It is now Saturday morning on the East Coast, where Harrison and I are, and elsewhere. It is approaching Saturday morning. There is no better time than now to assess what we're going to see, prognosticate a bit what we're going to see this weekend, and then right here on ESPN Radio, what we're going to be talking about on Monday. This is very scientific. There's a lot of preparation, a lot of number crunching that goes into this. I'll start here, Harrison, okay? Monday's headlines now, and I'm going to turn to baseball. And we know the Mets have been bad. The Mets this weekend are keeping an eye on the Brewers and the Reds. We're all looking at the Brewers and Reds, and you want to know why? Because the Brewers tonight tied a franchise record with 13 straight wins. They were down 8-1 in the second inning tonight in Cincinnati and come all the way back to win 10-8. That is 13 straight wins for the Brewers, who have now opened up a 9-game lead in the NL Central over the Cubs. Tomorrow, Harrison, the Brewers will win a franchise record 14th straight game. And then Sunday, lose to the Reds. Now, why did I bring up the Mets initially? Okay. Because the Mets are facing tough pitching matchups on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday at Citi Field, Sunday in Williamsport as part of the Little League Classic right here on ESPN Radio. The Mets are going to be swept by the Mariners, who are going to continue their push in the AL West. And by Monday, we will be discussing a New York Mets team that is outside of the NL wildcard picture and down a half game to the Cincinnati Reds. How about that for what we're going to be talking about Monday's headlines?
Well, if that ends up being a headline, it's also going to circulate around the potential no-show of Juan Soto, who is obviously the Mets'
no-show Soto,
which was their big off-season acquisition. You know, here in New York City, one of the local sports radio guys questioned Juan Soto's age.
Yeah, if he was actually 26.
If he was actually 26. It's getting to the point now where they're thinking he's forging documentation. It's no good right now for the New York Mets. I think that definitely qualifies. I don't know what's going on with them, and they're actually so bad right now. A lot of people not focusing what's going on with the Yankees, which aren't doing too well either. As a New York sports fan, just give me the Knicks season.
Yeah, the Mets have provided some outstanding cover for the Yankees. You're exactly right. So mine was a two-parter. Monday's headlines. How about yours, Harrison? Monday's headlines. Again, we're telling you what you're going to be talking about on Monday and what we're going to be talking about on Monday.
In the words of a former NFC North quarterback, R.E.L. You hear all these negative headlines about Caleb Williams. He's having a hard time struggling with the nomenclature of the offense. He's having a hard time getting out of the huddle. He's having a hard time just adjusting to this wizard that is Ben Johnson. Well, hate to break it to y'all, Caleb Williams hasn't even played a game yet, so we actually don't know how he's going to look under Ben Johnson. And on Sunday night, the Chicago Bears will be hosting the Buffalo Bills at Soldier Field. Now, of course, you won't see too much of the stalwart players for the Buffalo Bills, but I think what we'll see from Caleb Williams will allow Chicago Bears fans and Chicago Bears detractors to RELAX. In the words of Aaron Rodgers, relax.
So Monday's headlines, mine. The Brewers are going to have a 14-game winning streak, franchise record snapped on Sunday to the Reds. And with that win, the Reds will pass the Mets into the third and final NL wildcard spot after the Mets get swept in the series against Seattle. And those are Monday's headlines now. So I want to stick with Caleb Williams for a second here, and with Harrison Sanford, I'm Ken Levicka. Game night on ESPN Radio, presented by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit Progressive.com. The Caleb Williams discussions that have swirled around Bears training camp and then have permeated nationally about his struggles, his issues in training camp. It's surprising, but it's not surprising. Here's what I mean by that. All of us in this medium and talking with fans, we're relying on secondhand information to determine whether or not Caleb Williams is having a good training camp and actually learning Ben Johnson's offensive system that was so heralded in Detroit. I don't get the sense that any of us truly know what's being seen, and anything we are seeing is just little tiny snippets, and it's extremely easy to manipulate that, right? Extremely easy to manipulate that. Now, here's why this Caleb Williams discourse and discussion and view of his camp has started to go downhill and build momentum. It's because he's, well, Caleb Williams. And whether it's the painted nails or his dad and the reports of him wanting ownership stake in whatever team drafts him. And then the report this past offseason that he didn't want to go to the Bears, didn't want to go to Chicago, wanted to find a way out of that situation. It's always been something. And it's always been something that has shown Caleb Williams in a dark light. I don't know if all of those things are true. I tend to think that some of those things are a bit exaggerated. What I do know is that Caleb Williams, was he good last season? No. Was he just fine for a situation he was put in with a lame duck head coach who could not remember that he had timeouts and was as bad late in games as we've ever seen in a single season? Yeah. That was pretty bad. Was it Caleb Williams' fault that he came 2 seconds away from a big win on the road against the Washington Commanders, and that had nothing to do with a Hail Mary loss for the Chicago Bears? Yeah, he had nothing to do with that. Did he nearly beat the Vikings in overtime? Yeah. Did he nearly sweep the Packers last year? Yeah. Did he almost beat the Lions on Thanksgiving last year? Yeah. So I'm not down on Caleb Williams, but here's what happens in the NFL and at this time of year. And I'm experiencing it down here in South Florida with the Dolphins. As soon as that snowball gets rolling downhill, it turns into an avalanche. With the Dolphins, it's Mike McDaniel. The culture is awful. Players don't respect him. It's really hard to shed that. With Caleb Williams, he's distracted. There's a lot of things going on around him. He's not good enough. He is not locked in enough. And it's tough to shed that even if it's unfair. That's what's happening, which is why none of this is overly surprising to me. And it's the Bears. And it's that market. And it's that franchise. And it's the quarterback position. So all of those things add up. And that's where we find ourselves with Caleb Williams.
That is, I understand where it's all coming from, but I think there's so many reasons for optimism as well.
Yes,
of course. Because of the talent that he has shown in general that made him a number one overall pick, because you're adding Ben Johnson, because you have a standout number one wide receiver in DJ Moore, because Rome Odunze in year 2 should be a standout player as well. You saw how much he started to come along towards the ends of last season. And if you look at that division, there's one team that I don't think is going to be as prevalent as it was last year. There are major concerns about J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings. So that was one team that was had one of the best records in the NFL last year that I don't anticipate being as dominant as they were this upcoming season. So that does open a bit of a door here for the Chicago Bears team. There's reasons to be optimistic. I understand the skepticism and I understand where it comes from. But again, come Monday, after we see a little taste of what Caleb Williams can do, I think we might change our tune.
Yep. I am completely with you. I think Caleb Williams is actually in really good hands right now, and I think that Caleb Williams, a lot of this panic time is going to alleviate at least a little bit on Monday morning. Up next, there can only be one. With Harrison Sanford, I'm Ken Levicka. Game night on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
The 2025 Little League Classic, live from historic Bowman Field in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Let's go light up the night.
We're going to have some fun memories here tonight.
The Mariners and the Mets. Coverage begins Sunday at 6 Eastern, with first pitch at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fire brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
Sunday at 4, live from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, the MLB Little League Classic as the Mariners take on the New York Mets on ESPN Radio 1100 AM and 100.9 FM. Brought to you by Paul Pata Law. It's not about the injury, it's about the recovery.
I'm Dave Schmolenson. And I'm Helen Yee. We want to invite you to tune into the Schmo Zone every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on ESPN Las Vegas.
We'll take you behind the curtain in the world of sports as a dynamic duo.
You can expect exclusive interviews with your favorite athletes and sports figures.
And wild stories from our travel experiences covering Vegas sports and beyond. So make sure to tune in to the Schmo Zone,
where the air is thin, the sports get heavy, every Tuesday, 2 p.m. on ESPN Las Vegas.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
This season, get in the game with the William Hill Pro Pick'em Football Contest. Just pick the winning teams, no point spreads, and take home your share of up to $1,210,000 in cash prizes. For a $25 entry fee, you'll be picking for your share of $10,000 in weekly prizes. Finish with 215 season wins and get the $1 million cash bonus. Register today and get your picks in before kickoff on Sunday, September 7th. For more details and to see a list of participating locations, visit williamhill.us. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's back to school and time to upgrade your view. Right now at Sunburst Shutters, you can save up to $750 when you upgrade your home with custom shutters, motorized shades, or beautiful blinds. Get your space looking A+ just in time for the new season. Their pros handle everything from design to install. No homework required. Call Sunburst Shutters today to schedule your free in-home consultation. Sunburst Shutters, custom made, premium quality, perfect fit, limited time only. Don't miss it. Call 702-367-1600 or visit sunburstshutterslasvegas.com.
Listen to ESPN Las Vegas for the best coverage of the NFL, NBA, MLB, college football, basketball, and more.
Baseball MVP, but we put a game night twist on it. Game night on ESPN Radio, ESPN app, Sirius XM Channel 80. Harrison Sanford, I'm Ken LaVicka. Presented by Progressive Insurance. Not only is the baseball season, pennant races coming down to the home stretch, also one of the more unique, surprising MVP races, at least in the American League, that we have seen in quite some time. And then on the National League side, a late bloomer has suddenly thrust himself into at least consideration with the great Shohei Ohtani. So what I want to do, though, forget the AL and NL for a second, okay? The Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh AL MVP race, the Shohei Ohtani, Kyle Schwarber MVP race. I want to play a hypothetical here where we just have one MVP in Major League Baseball. Like every other sport does it. You have one MVP in the league. We're not separating it American and national. I'm going to pose to you, Harrison Sanford, if you were to choose one MVP in baseball, okay? You choose between Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh, Shohei Ohtani, and Kyle Schwarber. Those are the 4 overwhelming favorites. Or the field. Who or what are you selecting as baseball's lone, singular, top-of-the-mountain MVP?
Can I take the field?
Okay.
I mean, I can. I mean, you said I could.
Yeah. You're more than welcome to. Don't let me stop you.
And I'm only taking the field because if we're opening it up to American League and National League, why don't we just open it up to pitchers as well?
I mean, pitchers could win the MVP.
Yeah. I know they generally don't, but if that's the case, then why don't I just go to Tariq Skubal?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Leads the majors in whip, .87, 190 Ks, number one in the and leads the majors in that as well with 190 Ks, 2.42 ERA, and 11-3 record. And I will tell you this, his record would be a lot better if the damn Tigers can get him some runs. I mean, if we talk about one player who's really dominated, I don't think there's a player who has dominated more than him.
So Tariq Skubal, first place Detroit Tigers. You're going with the field, and you're identifying the 2024 AL Cy Young winner. He's your MVP. All right. It's outside the box. I like the field. I like the boldness. And, I mean, he is the most important player for that Tigers team who is just cruising into the postseason.
Yes, he's not an everyday player, but
he doesn't have to be, though.
Let's say it's Game 7 of the ALCS. Name me one player that you want on your roster more than Skubal.
I mean, he's right up there for sure.
And I'm a Yankee fan. I would rather have him than Aaron Judge for one game. I'd rather have him on the mound for 7 to 8 to 9 innings,
especially
than three or four at bats from Aaron Judge.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, especially in the postseason. All right, let's get to mine here. There was one MVP in baseball. One MVP in baseball. And get a tweet at ESPN Radio from Bacon. Leaving Ketel Marte out of the one MVP talk is diabolical. Well, choosing Schwarber over him in the top. No. Sorry. No. Ketel Marte is not at the level of Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh, Shohei Ohtani, Kyle Schwarber, or the field. Even the field. All right. So for me, Aaron Judge, and there's a couple of levels to this. All right. Aaron Judge right now, as it stands, is the MVP in baseball, okay? He still has an OPS over 1. He's hitting .330, which is even better than he was at this point a year ago. He still has the best on-base percentage in the sport. He's still at a .680 slugging percentage. Like, those numbers are just so epically prodigious. He's the MVP.
He's incredible.
But let me give you the hypothetical that I'm working off of here. If the Yankees, who are only a game and a half up on the Guardians in the AL wildcard race, somehow flame out of the postseason conversation, they don't make the playoffs, which is a very stark reality because that bullpen stinks, even with the trade deadline moves, and they almost blew it tonight.
Even with the trade-in deadline.
And they almost gacked it away tonight against St. Louis.
Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me with these guys.
Shohei Ohtani has put up huge numbers, as always. You realize, though, he's hitting 40 points lower than he did last year right now. And then there's Kyle Schwarber, who's certainly a feel-good story, and he has been so good, so late in his career here for the Phillies. He's put up 43 home runs for a team that's headed to the postseason. But I can't help. But in the hypothetical where the Yankees don't make the playoffs, Cal Raleigh, in the most difficult position in the sport, who is going to hit 50-plus home runs, could get around the 53, 54, 55 range. For a Mariners team that since they got Eugenio Suarez at the trade deadline was 7 for 51 coming into tonight at the plate. They pulled Josh Naylor out of the lineup tonight, so they're getting a little bit banged up with their other big bats. Cal Raleigh has been so consistent and so good, and he's going to smash the catching home run record. He could beat the catching RBI record. How can you dispute that? Cal Raleigh, a catcher, over 50 home runs, and being the best player on a potential division champion now that they have caught the Astros? I mean, for me, how can you deny that if the Yankees and Aaron Judge don't get in?
But if you're going to qualify it with if the Yankees and Aaron Judge don't get in, I'm going to qualify it with this. The Mariners need to win that division. Because, and yes, the Astros have been very good all year long, but the Astros, their injury list throughout the last month and a half has been a who's who of some of their best players. We just saw Josh Hader is now going to be gone for 3 weeks. They haven't had Yordan Alvarez. They missed Jeremy Pena for a while. So if you're going to use that Yankees qualifier, I'm going to use a Mariners qualifier, and I'm going to say if Cal Raleigh is the MVP, then his team should be able to eclipse a Houston Astros team that has been absolutely gutted by injuries this season.
So what a story that would be. The Mariners are only a half game back.
They're right there.
Now.
They're right there.
They are right there. And again, this is contingent upon the Yankees not making the playoffs because I just don't know. And I promise this is not East Coast bias. This is not New York bias because I could not care less if Aaron Judge wins the MVP or not, okay? But you can't deny a guy with those numbers, a guy with that production in the playoffs. Cal Raleigh winning the MVP would simply just be because he's a feel-good story. It wouldn't be giving the award to the best player in the sport. Right, like that. Yeah, that's what it would come down to.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that assessment. I will say this though: the fact that you're even mentioning if the Yankees miss the playoffs is unsettling to me. This is not how I envisioned the season going by any shape or form. Oh my gosh.
Unsettling. This is probably not the only word you can use about the Yankees.
Trying to keep my job.
What is, just from a New York perspective, Yankees or Mets, what's been more baffling?
I think the Mets, for sure. They were supposed to steal the offseason, and they haven't sold the season.
Off-season champions, it's hard to hit expectations, especially if you're, the Mets. Up next, Sports Center All Night with Jim Basquill. For Harrison Sanford, I'm Ken LaVicka. Game night on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and SiriusXM Channel 80.
Hey, this show and all of ESPN Radio is streaming live on the ESPN app, featuring ESPN Plus, where you get more ESPN. Download the ESPN app today and take ESPN and ESPN Radio everywhere.
Every 40 seconds, a check.
Hey, Chuck, when I apply for a signature loan, how long does it take to get the money?
Right away with our instant funding. Look, if you have an active debit card, we can just drop that money right into your account immediately. This is really handy when you're getting funded online at don'tbebroke.com. And of course, if you're in one of our 60 locations across the country, you can leave with the cash in hand up to $5,000.
So you get your money right away, but how long does the whole process take?
It takes about 30 minutes to process and fund your loan. Bring in your ID and some paperwork, and it's free to apply.
Thanks, Chuck. Dollar Loan Center has over 60 locations, or you can go to don'tbebroke.com and get fully funded from the comfort of your smartphone. New customers enjoy 1 week free interest, and you can get up to $5,000 in minutes.
Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Subject to approval. Limitations may apply. See website for details.
Personal injury law has been the same for a long time. Big egos, greed, and sleazy schemes. Big and loud doesn't always mean right. And the conventional mold doesn't define success. Goodbye, false quick buck promises. We've had enough. Welcome to Sam and Ash, the new standard for personal injury law, where things are done the right way. With integrity, experience, and authenticity, we're champions for the underdog. Life happens, and when you need help, you deserve a team without hidden agendas. A team that delivers real support and results. When you have both, your whole world can change. So if you've been hurt in a crash, call Sam and Ash, 702-303-0333. Sam and Ash, because you deserve what's right.
There's a difference you can feel when you step into the showroom at Finley Honda Henderson. Sure, our cars are beautiful, built to last, and our certified pre-owned inventory is one of the largest in the country. But the difference is our people. From the sales floor to the service department, we're focused on you. Because when you're the center of our attention, everybody wins. It may not be what you're used to, but we think it should be. Welcome to the difference at Finley Honda Henderson in the Valley Auto Mall.
Hey, Jeff, how's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. LV.com. Truck You.
Laugh your way to work with the Press Box. Weekday mornings starting at 7 here on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM. KWWN Las Vegas.
Coming up on SportsCenter all night.
The Padres and Dodgers start a huge series in L.A.
He hammers this one in the air down the left field line towards the pole. It hit the pole. A home run again for Laureano.
The Brewers try to win their 13th in a row against the Reds.
Fly ball left field. Back and gone again for Yelly.
We have the start of week 2 of the preseason.
Allen throws to near the end zone. Caught. Wow, that is a Titans touchdown.
Plus the latest on the ruling of Michigan's sign stealing scandal.
It eliminates to me the NCAA's power. I mean, we knew we were headed this way, but today is the day of the NCAA died.
From the worldwide headquarters of ESPN, this is SportsCenter all night on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Now, here's Jim Basquill.
Preseason pigskin back in play in the best of the West in L.A. Welcome to SportsCenter all night on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. We are brought to you by Progressive Insurance, and lead it off with baseball's best team, which happens to be its hottest in search of 13 straight wins. The Brewers got back the Miz, but rookie righty Jacob Misiorowski lasted only an inning and a third in his return from the injured list as Cincinnati got out to a fast lead.
The 1-2 pitch to Noelvi Marte. And he swings and serves one into right field. That little flare will drop in for a base hit. Another run will score. Hayes slams on the brakes around second. And the Reds have scored 7 here in the second.
That's 700 WLW. That's a 7-run frame, as you just heard. Up 8-1 were the Cincinnati Reds, but this Brewer team keeps coming.
Suter brings home the pitch. Yelich, a ground ball inside the third base bag and into left field. Frelick is in. Rounding third is Ortiz. He will score. We are tied in the Natty. It is 8-8. After a 2-run single from Christian Yelich, and he is a triple away from the cycle at Great American Ballpark.
Yeah, because he had gone deep earlier. It was the 4th inning with that 2-run single. Squared the game at 8, courtesy of Christian Yelich, 620 WTMJ. And Yelich was not done.
1-1. Fly ball left field. Back and gone again for Yelly. The Brewers lead it 9-8 in a game that should be played in the upside down. He's 4 for 4 and has driven in 5.
They figure out a way each and every night. Christian Yelich, 2 home runs among his 4 hits, drove in 5 runs. Brewers overcame that 7-run deficit, beat the Reds 10-8 for their club record tying 13th straight win. 1987, they opened the season with 13 straight W's. This matches that campaign. Milwaukee now 77-44, 9 full games up on the Cubs in the Central. This was Yelich post game on Apple TV+.
Christian Yelich, 13 straight wins. What do you think is behind this magical run?
Taking it day to day, and we compete really hard every night, and we don't care what the score is. We're gonna play all 9, and it's a big credit to the guys.
Yeah, down 8-1. Comebacks are nothing new for this squad. What makes you guys such a resilient bunch?
We were just saying that let's chip away. Let's make this thing interesting. We've got 7-8 innings left to play. let's make it interesting. Let's make this thing close. Let's get it within a swing, and we don't need to get it all back here in this one inning. Let's just make this thing interesting, and we're going to play to the whistle. So that's exactly what we did.
You made it interesting with your bat, specifically the Bob Uecker bat that you had made for Players Weekend last year. 2 home runs tonight.
You know, using the Uecker bat, I didn't know if I was going to use it or not. And then Shog, our equipment manager, like, dude, you got to do it at least one time. Hit a homer with it. We both got a good little laugh about, like, man, you would have thought that was pretty awesome, but then you would have probably liked the jam shot double better, just because that was Uecker. But you know, go figure. You know, that guy's always up for a good time and a good joke. So of course that happened when you're using his bat, and it's just a great win for us. You know, we just battled and we got contributions from so many people, and that's what our team's about. It's just that fight and fighting, and we have a big belief in that room that we're always going to be in the game, and really, really proud of the guys tonight.
Yeah, those contributions, none bigger than his. Meantime, the NL West led by the Padres, 1 game up on the Los Angeles Dodgers, but those two teams matched up for a weekend series in L.A. Clayton Kershaw got the ball for the Dodgers, and again, the KG vet shined.
All right, slightly open stance. Smith sets the target on the outer half. The pitch, swung on, ground ball to second. Rojas has it, throws to Betts. There's one on to first. Betts got him. Double play. 4-6-3. And for the Padres to the top of the 6th. No runs, a hit. That is it.
Yeah, it's AM 570 LA Sports. How about Kershaw? 6 innings, 2 hits, a run, 3 strikeouts, in line for the win, because this was the game's big blow.
1 out, nobody on, 1-1 pitch. That's swung on and well hit. Deep to slight right center. That ball is gone. It's a home run for Teoscar Hernandez. And it's 3-1 Dodgers. Teoscar with his 19th home run of the year.
That was your game-winning cloud. 3-2 Dodgers hang on. Kershaw goes 6 strong. Career win number 219. Jack Dreyer got the save. Dodgers hang on for that 1-run win and draw even with the Padres for tops in the NL West. Dave Roberts on his longtime lefties performance.
We had the right guy on the mound tonight. I think we all know that, and what he did for us tonight, you know, not only just the compete, but the stuff. I just thought he mixed really well. Missed bats, got soft contact, efficient as he always is, and getting us through 6th inning was huge to set us up for the rest of the series. And, you know, Clayton set the tone, throwing up a 0 in the first, and big outing by him.
Hey, tune into baseball action today as the Mets host the Mariners. It's presented by Progressive Insurance. Coverage begins at 3:30 Eastern right here on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. They got that series started Friday night.
Swung on. That is lifted. Left field. Hit well. Nimmo back. He's looking up, and it is gone. Second deck, Cal Raleigh. Number 46 for Cal. And he stands alone. Second all-time in Major League history for catchers, for homers.
And number 46 leads all of baseball, second all-time with backstop. Seattle Sports 710 AM. Mariners had a 4-3 edge. Mets came back thanks to the long ball as well.
2 outs. Payoff. Hit high in the air. Right field. Hanson back to the wall. Goodbye. 2-run home run, Francisco Lindor. He's given the Mets the lead with his 2nd home run of the night. 5-4 Mets in the bottom of the 4th. Is there anybody hotter right now than Lindor?
That's a hit in Castillo's fastball tonight. Here's Soto. Pitch.
He swings and drives one. Deep right center field. Rodriguez back. Gone again. Back to back. Lindor and Soto. 6-4 Mets in the 4th inning.
And back-to-back pitches, Lindor and Soto. Mets had a 6-4 edge, but their dreaded pen strikes again.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's roped down the first base line. That's a fair ball. It's going to the corner. Mariners will get 2. Garver will score from 3rd. Moore right behind him. Cole Young motors into 2nd. His 2nd double of the game. The Mariners in double digits. It's 10-6 6 Mariners against the Mets.
Indeed, as heard on again, Seattle Sports 710 AM. Cal Raleigh, Major League leading home run number 46, and his double sparked a 5-run 7th, capped by that Cole Young 2-run 2-sacker. Mariners set a team record with 9 doubles, beat the Mets 11-9. Raleigh, the first player in the bigs to reach 100 RBIs. The Mets losers for the 14th time in 16 games. Their skipper, Carlos Mendoza.
It's hard to describe, especially with how much talent and elite arms that we got back there. You know, these are the guys, some of those guys that we brought in here, and you could say that that's one of the strength of our team. You know, when you get the lead after 5-6 innings, you feel good about your chances. And the past week or so, we haven't been able to do that. You know, they're going through a stretch here where it's really hard as a unit, and we got to get them back on track. You know, because for us to get to where we want to get, they're going to play a huge role in this. So again, continue to work with them, support them, because like I said, they're a big part of this team, and we're going to need all of them.
He's talking about Ryan Helsley and that bullpen, which gave it up again. The Mets are still just a half game ahead of Cincinnati, thanks to that Milwaukee comeback. Francisco Lindor on the struggles that continue.
It's part of the mountain. You know, you got to climb the mountain, and right now we're in a very steep part of it, and if we don't get ourselves together and we don't turn around a little, not turn around, if we don't push ourselves to be better day in and day out, the mountain is going to be tough to climb, you know. At the end of the day, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. It's just other teams are outplaying us.
Everybody's not doing what they're supposed to do, and the talent's not there. That's the problem for the New York Mets, especially on the mound. Meantime, O's right-hander Brandon Young entered Friday's start 0-6, a 6.70 ERA through his first 10 big league starts. One other note, there have been 24 perfect games in Major League history. Never has one been thrown by a pitcher wearing a Baltimore uniform. Put those two nuggets together, and you had this.
2 down, nobody on, the 3-2. Ground ball over to the right side. Backhanded by Mayo. Overhand feed. Young covers the bag at first to get the out. What a play. Kobe Mayo ranging far to his right. Stopped the ground ball, then found Brandon Young with an overhand chuck. It's getting real now, and it's getting real fun. 21 up, 21 down by Brandon Young tonight in Houston, Texas.
Indeed. He got 2 more outs as the perfecto lasted through 7 2/3. Then this
2-2 offering. Little slap job out to the left of the mound. Picked by Young in a bare hand throw to first. He's wild. It gets away. It hits off the sidewall. Racing for second is Urias. He gets there. The perfect game is no more. As Brandon Young, he got to the ball on a bare hand. He threw to first. It was a wild throw. We're going to have to see how this one is scored. Would not be surprised if this was called an infield single.
It was indeed. WBAL on the call. Not a straight error, a hit and an error. Ramon Urias got it done. That was the lone blemish. A cheapie. Lone blemish on the night for Young, who went 8 stellar frames. O's win it 7-0. This Young postgame.
Nothing. I thought I could make the play. I got there in time. I think I had a little more time to maybe take a step and make a better throw. I obviously rushed it, yanked it. Sucks. Definitely want it back.
Yeah, they should have just called it an error, right? Called it an error and keep that perfecto going. Meantime, Astros all-star closer Josh Hader shut down for 3 weeks after being diagnosed with a left shoulder capsule strain. He's 6-2 with 28 saves this season. That's a huge blow to the Astros in the back end of that pen. This is SportsCenter all night on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. NFL preseason.
1st and 10 again from the 12. Block, looks, throws to the end zone, back shoulder throw. Bobo, touchdown! Seahawks! Is there an echo in here? 2 Bobos on the catch. His second touchdown of the game. And if anybody had a doubt, don't.
And Drew Lock back in that Seattle Seahawks uniform. Jake Bobo on the other end. Seattle Sports 710 AM as they run roughshod on the Chiefs. Chris Canyon, perhaps this being the last hurrah in KC.
When did the first one end? Why would it be the last dance? Are we predicting that the Kansas City Chiefs are not going to make the playoffs moving forward after this year? Are we saying that they're done getting to the Super Bowl? That's the part that I don't understand. Like when we had the last dance conversation around the Chicago Bulls, there was literally nothing after that 98 season. It was over with. I don't understand why this would be considered the last dance if Patrick Mahomes is only 29 years old. He's still got at least a decade of runway before he's going to hang it up.
Stick pumps, throws, it's picked off. That's going to be a pick six. The Titans are going to take this in for a touchdown. Okay. Kendall Brooks. That's a Titans touchdown. 53 yards. The first-year player out of Michigan State took a telegraph pass from stick for 6.
As 104.5 The Fan, Kendall Brooks, 53 yards on that pick six. Titans beat the Falcons 23-20. Their rookie QB, Cam Ward, tops overall in the draft. 2 of 7 through the air for 42 yards is Coach Brian Callahan.
Everything about Cam as far as, handling the operation, being in the stadium, 2 road environments, all that's great. A really good start for him. And then we got one more chance to come play at home. Get ready to go.
In the meantime, Michigan receiving a series of fines that could eclipse $30 million, but avoided penalties such as a postseason ban and vacating victories, including the 2023 National Championship, as the NCAA Committee on Infractions ruled on the Wolverines' advanced scouting case Friday, imposed an additional game suspension for Coach Ron Moore, which will be served in the first game of the coming season, 26 campaign. The NCAA committee also levied an 8-year show cause penalty on former Michigan staffer Connor Stallions and a 10-year show cause on head coach Jim Harbaugh, who's now coach of the LA Chargers. It's essentially a barrier to the schools hiring them in the future. Pete Thamel on his biggest takeaway.
I think there's 2 big picture takeaways here. One is that there was no postseason ban in this, despite, being significant findings. And I think we've officially essentially ended the era of the postseason ban that the NCAA would give out. And within the 74-page ruling that the NCAA had, they kind of explained why it happened. And what they're doing is they're essentially taking the money from postseason as opposed to the postseason ban. This is a paradigm shift, but also dovetailing into that, this is really the last great NCAA case. The College Sports Commission is now going to investigate things that, if there's vagaries in NIL deals and such, but this is really the last explosive, significant NCAA infractions case.
Hey, he was on the Pat McAfee show. Dan Wetzel on why no postseason ban.
They have moved away from that postseason bans. They used to do them. Now they are of the mind that you should not punish or involve the current student athletes who are not there at the time of the violation. Part of this is because it takes so long.
Coming up, more baseball as the Red Sox again strike with last licks while Kyle Schwarber continues his stellar surge, but the Phils get a huge scare with their new closer. That's next. This is SportsCenter All Night on ESPN Radio.
The 2025 Little League Classic, live from historic Bowman Field in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Let's go light up the night.
We're going to have some fun memories here tonight.
The Mariners and the Mets. Coverage begins Sunday at 6 Eastern, with first pitch at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN.
More SportsCenter All Night, coming up next.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Ready to stop renting and start owning? At Westar Credit Union, we're here to make home ownership simple. Take advantage of flexible mortgage rates, flexible terms that fit your budget, and expert support every step of the way. Let's make your move together. Learn more at westar.org or visit your nearest branch. All loans subject to approval, terms and conditions apply, equal housing opportunity, NMLS 456635.
Sign up today for a new William Hill Nevada mobile sports account, and you can earn a $50 bonus bet on top of your original $50 or more deposit and wager. The William Hill Nevada mobile sports app allows you to bet on the go from any iPhone, iPad, or Android device from anywhere in Nevada. Sign up today and you will never miss another bet. With the largest wagering menu, the mobile sports app features live and play wagering on all major sports. For more information, official rules, and to see participating sign-up locations, visit williamhill.us. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The world's largest Formula One attraction is now open at Grand Prix Plaza. Step into the action with F1X, a cutting-edge 4D experience where you design your own custom F1 car in a fully immersive tech-powered space. Then hit the track with F1 Drive, the only karting experience that lets you race on an F1 circuit. It's Formula One like you've never seen or felt before. Nevada residents save up to 25%. Get your tickets now at GrandPrixPlaza.com.
For your criminal defense needs, NotGuilty.com, your trusted defense team. Have you been accused or charged with a crime? Having a criminal record can jeopardize your job, your reputation, and your immigration status. Our experienced attorneys, including former DAs and prosecutors, bring unmatched trial expertise to protect your rights and fight to clear your record. The time is now. Don't wait. 855-636-0550. 855-636-0550 or visit NotGuilty.com. Driving without a license, drug cases, violence cases, sex cases, arrest warrants. NotGuilty.com also assists with accident and labor cases. No upfront cost to start your injury case, and if we don't win, you don't pay. Call 855-636-0550. 855-636-0550 for your criminal defense needs. NotGuilty.com, your trusted defense team. Results may vary. An initial consultation is required to determine if your case qualifies. This is for informational purposes only and does not constitute official legal advice. This advertisement is paid for by the United firm La Liga Defensora.
Hey, it's Chris Fox. Yep, your morning radio guy, and I want to be your trusted Las Vegas realtor. I've called Las Vegas my home for over 34 years, and I know it like the back of my hand. And I've helped a lot of Las Vegans just like you. So whether you're buying, selling, investing, or you have a property that needs a lot of TLC, I can help. Just call me, 702-419-4346. 702-419-4346. I want to be your trusted Las Vegas realtor, and I'm ready to go to work for you. Simply Vegas Real Estate. Broker number 1000960.
That's 93.7 FM WEEI. Trevor Story, the walk-off winner. Red Sox 2-1 over the Marlins. It was their 10th walk-off win of the season. That's the most in the majors. 40th home victory for the Bo Sox.
The 1-2. Line and through into left center, a base hit. Bichette scores. Guerrero scores. Around to third goes Marshall. And the Blue Jays lead for the first time tonight. 2-run single for Alejandro Kirk.
As Sportsnet 590, the fan, Alejandro Kirk, a 2-run single in the 8th. That followed his 2-run home run in the 7th. Blue Jays 6-5, the comeback over the Rangers. Overcame a 3-run early deficit. Jeff Hoffman closed with his 28th save. Kyle Higashioka, a 3-run shot for Texas in defeat.
Chisholm rocks that to right field, and that is gone. A laser out to right for Jazz Chisholm Jr., his 21st of the season, and the Yankees have put up a 3 spot in the first.
That's the Yes Network. Jazz Chisholm Jr. went deep, backing Luis Gil, who pitched 1-run ball over 5 1/3. Yankees held on, beat the Cardinals 4-3. David Bednar, scoreless night, 19 save, second in a Yankee uniform.
1-0. Dingler floats it, shallow right center, just out of the reach of Keishel. That's a base hit. Torres scores, Carpenter right behind him. The Caps have 3 in the first. That's the Tigers getting themselves an early lead here in Minnesota.
As 97 won the ticket, Dylan Dingler, 2-run single. Tigers batted around in the opening frame, backing Charlie Morton, who gave up 2 hits, struck out 5 over 6. Tigers 7-0 over the Twins, backed by that 5 spot in the first. Phillies closer Yohan Duran was driven off the field as he took a comebacker off his right foot in the 9th inning. I love X-rays as a precaution. With the bats, Philadelphia got it done.
And a swing and a high fly ball deep right field. Forget about it. Kyle Schwarber into the second deck. Long gone in right. It's a 3-run home run. And the Phillies have a 5-2 lead, and Schwarber crosses the 100 RBI mark again.
That's Sports Radio 94 WIP. How big is he for the Philadelphia Phillies? Kyle Schwarber, tie-breaking 3-run shot in the 7th. They beat the Nationals 6-2, snap a 3-game skid. It was his 43rd long ball of the season. Bryce Harper would follow, going back-to-back. 6th time this season, Philadelphia has had back-to-back jacks.
The 1-1. Fly ball left, hit pretty well. Back is Happ to the track, to the wall, clear the deck, cannonball coming. Oppo for Jack Sawinski to give the Pirates the lead in the 9th. How about that, Potato Pete?
That's 93-7. The Fan, Chicago native Jack Sawinski, tie-breaking shot in the 9th. Pirates 3-2 over the Cubs. They ended a 5-game skid. Cubs lose for the 4th time in 5 games.
Michael Harris swings, and he's going to line one into left center field in for a base hit. Eli White off of the races, around third, coming to the plate. Throw goes to second base. The run scores. Michael Harris makes it 2-0 Braves in the 9th.
That's 680. The Fan insurance, if you will. Hurston and Waldrop had pitched 6 scoreless combined with his pen for a 2-hitter. Nacho Alvarez and that guy Michael Harris, the second, each drove in a run. Braves 2-0 over the Guardians. Hunter Goodman homered. Rockies beat the Diamondbacks 4-3. Salvador Perez go-ahead shot as the Royals shave the White Sox 3-1. This is Sports Center all night on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. I'm Jim Basquill from the NBA. The Miami Heat trading forward Haywood Highsmith to the Brooklyn Nets, a move that gets the Heat under the tax line for the coming season. They're also sending a second-round pick in 2032 to Brooklyn to take that money under their cap. Now, as far as the association, Ramona Shelburne on a team in the Eastern Conference that can ill afford to get off to a slow start.
Last year, about this time, we were all on TV saying they won the offseason. They got Paul George. This is the look for them in the Eastern Conference Finals. We obviously know how that worked out. Joel Embiid got hurt. Paul George got hurt. And, Jared McCain had a nice season before he got hurt. They ended up with a lottery pick. That was the only salvaging thing here. But Joel Embiid, from what I understand, he had a surgery. The rehab was going well, but Nick Nurse said today at an event over at Basketball Without Borders over in Europe that he's not sure if he will be ready for the start of training camp. Now, that jives with what I've also heard about Embiid. Nobody wants to say anything in the middle of August about whether he's going to be ready for the start of training camp, how many back-to-backs he could or wouldn't play. It's early now, but I think we're in the place now with Embiid where we just got to see it. Nobody's going to predict anything with him until they actually see him back on the court.
Yeah, he's always hurt. Udonis Haslem on an Eastern Conference team to look out for.
Listen, I'm telling you, if Detroit wins Game 3 in Detroit, which they very well could have and should have, then we could be having a whole different conversation about how the playoffs went through last year. If you're a team like Detroit, a young team, you feel like you got slighted, you feel like you should have been in that spot, you do not forget about those moments.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it plays out this season. Coming up, 50-50 reaches the Green Mountain State, and the Brew Crew cannot be stopped. Lucky number 13. That's next. This is ESPN Radio.
What's up, kiddos? Clinton Yates here. Coming up on Monday, our NFL two-a-days continue to roll on, and the MLB postseason is right around the corner. We'll break it all down on Clinton and Friends at 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
This isn't just another ESPN fantasy football season. It's your shot at greatness. With a refreshed design, the ESPN Fantasy app is sharper than ever, so you can draft like a pro and dominate your league. And introducing Gridiron Gauntlet, a new game mode where the best compete to be crowned the #1 fantasy football player of 2025. One app, one shot, one champion. Download the ESPN Fantasy app and sign up to play ESPN Fantasy Football today.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid.
The ocean moves us. Surfing a wave or savoring the view. The ocean delights us as playful otters restore coastal kelp forests. The ocean connects us. Visit MontereyBayAquarium.org/connects.
Aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
Personal injury law has been the same for a long time. Big egos, greed, and sleazy schemes. Big and loud doesn't always mean right. And the conventional mold doesn't define success. Goodbye, false quick buck promises. We've had enough. Welcome to Sam and Ash, the new standard for personal injury law, where things are done the right way. With integrity, experience, and authenticity, we're champions for the underdog. Life happens, and when you need help, you deserve a team without hidden agendas. A team that delivers real support and results. When you have both, your whole world can change. So if you've been hurt in a crash, call Sam and Ash, 702-303-0333. Sam and Ash, because you deserve what's right.
Good morning.
Vegas is built on service.
Studio lights on, please.
3 shifts a day.
All right, let's do this.
As your morning begins.
It's showtime. We have a lot to talk about live on the program for the next 3 hours.
To do our part, News 3 Today delivers Las Vegas stories that shape your community.
Just some breaking news on the economic front.
So, whether it's late breaking,
breaking news,
bumper to bumper,
avoid using flamingo,
or clearing skies,
no showers anticipated.
It's News 3 Today.
One Nevada. Ready to hit the road in a new ride? One Nevada Credit Union believes your life should be rewarded. With a new or refinanced auto loan, One Nevada will let you skip payments for 90 days. You really can drive now and pay later. At One Nevada, we offer freedom from payment stress and more money in your pocket. So you spend less time worrying about financing and more time enjoying the drive. Check out the benefits of a One Nevada auto loan today at onenevada.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal opportunity lender.
Hey, Jeff, how's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. LV.com. Truck You.
Zip Zap Auto has expanded into one of the largest independent auto repair shops in the valley. With 23 bays, over 12,000 square feet, Zip Zap is your one-stop shop, offering 24-hour smog test, oil changes, detailing, bodywork, engine, and transmission rebuilding. And Zip Zap provides free towing and diagnostics with qualifying repairs. No appointment necessary, 24-hour service. Zip Zap Auto at Cheyenne and North Durango Drive and online at zipzapauto.com.
Against the Reds, Clayton Kershaw throws 6 stellar frames for the Dodgers in the series opener against the Padres. The O's, Brandon Young loses a perfect game with 2 outs in the 8th inning versus the Stros. Cal Raleigh hits his major league leading 46th home run as the Mariners rally late against the Mets, who've lost 14 of 16. And Michigan avoids a postseason ban and the NCAA ruling regarding advanced scouting.
Brewers fans on their feet in Cincinnati. 2 away. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, first base. It's a fair ball. Vaughn has it. Flips to McGill. 13 in a row. The Brewers have tied the franchise record from down by a score of 8-1 after 2 innings. They scored 9 unanswered runs and beat the Reds 10-8.
Indeed, they did. 620 WTMJ. Christian Yelich, 2 home runs among his 4 hits, drove in 5 runs. They overcame a 7-run deficit and beat the Reds 10-8. That's their club record tying 13 straight win as they opened the 1987 campaign with the 13 straight victories to start that season. Milwaukee now 77-44. That's 9 games up on the Cubs in the Central. Yelich, on what he told the skipper, why he was so confident down 8-1.
Murph said you told him and it was 8-1. You guys are going to win?
Yeah.
It's accurate?
Yeah. You know, we've been in that situation before. We seem to always kind of make it close. You know, just with the way that our team is, I knew we weren't going to get our doors blown off. You know, we were going to find a way to get back into that thing. And we just got a room full of fighters and guys that just don't care what the scoreboard says or anything like that. Like, we're down to play whenever, wherever, and however. So, you know, it's just a special win, and just for the guys not to pack it up and quit because you can't.
1 out, nobody on, 1-1 pitch. That's swung on and well hit. Deep to slight right center. That ball is gone. It's a home run for Teoscar Hernandez. And it's 3-1 Dodgers. Teoscar with his 19th home run of the year.
That's AM 570 LA Sports. Teoscar Hernandez, that home run, your game-winning blow. Dodgers shaved the Padres 3-2 to tie San Diego atop the NL West. Clayton Kershaw, terrific. 6 innings. 2 hits allowed, 1 run, 3 strikeouts, career win number 219. Jack Dreyer got the final out for his second save. LA skipper Dave Roberts.
Yeah, we needed it. And you can see even that, we caught a break. Obviously, Manny's a gold glover over there. And we caught a break right there on the bunt from Rojas. So it was just good that we took advantage of it. Situation, we were good right there. But we needed that one.
With regards to Kershaw, Padres manager Mike Shildt.
Ton of respect for, future Hall of Famer Clayton Kershaw. I mean, the fact that he's gone through what he's gone through and still has a desire and passion to compete, in his 18th season is quite frankly admirable. And but we were in a competition. He competed very well. Added, subtracted, and he had a couple swings on Mariano. Good swing, but he did his part for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. How about 2 in a row for him? That matchup against Scherzer, where he went 6 stellar frames as well. Yandy Diaz, meantime, a run-scoring single in the 9th inning. Rays rally to beat the Giants 7-6. Junior Caminero, 35th home run. Chandler Simpson, 4 hits. Tampa Bay wins for the 3rd time in 4 games.
Caleb Williams has Hall of Fame physical ability.
He can't take 68 sacks because you will not be an effective quarterback. You get hit that many times.
I would love for him on the season to complete 70% of his balls. It's a lofty goal, but it's one that we're going to strive for.
Yeah, he took a lot of sacks in his rookie campaign, no doubt, but 20-6 touchdown to interception ratio. Wasn't throwing the picks in that rookie season. Takes a lot of heat. Caleb Williams didn't get a lot of W's in year 1. Jeremy Fowler on where things are with regards to his new coach and quarterback, Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams.
Ben Johnson has a lot of security in Chicago. He signed a big contract. He was coveted. He was the number 1 target around the league in the coaching carousel. So he carries a lot of weight there right now. He didn't pick Caleb Williams. That said, Ben Johnson took the job in part because he had a major talent at quarterback with some untapped potential. So certainly there's a feeling like if he can just read the field a little bit better, then the rest of his skill set can completely take off. And he's got the ability to be like an MVP candidate one day. He really does. I mean, talking to his teammates, they feel that way. It can also go very poorly. So the spectrum here is wide.
No doubt about it. And the spectrum in terms of opinion on Williams is wide. Either you love him or you hate him. Harry Douglas, Damian Woody on expectations.
I always feel like Ben Johnson needed to deconstruct him because a lot of the habits that he had at USC doesn't necessarily correlate to long-term success in the National Football League. Like Ben Johnson's offense, you got to play under center. It's a lot of play action. He didn't do that at USC. You can't expect to just go out here and have a bunch of Patrick Mahomes type of play and think that just going to be sustainable. It's not. And so I look at it as they need to start from the ground up with him and build him back up. So it might look rough early, but the hope is as we get to the second half of the season, things will start to smooth out. And you can see the full Caleb Williams moving forward throughout the rest of his career.
So for Caleb, here's what cannot happen. You cannot go out there and the offense is getting delayed game penalties. What you can't live with is guys not lining up correctly, quarterback not understanding how much time is left on the play clock. The communication amongst the offense is not there, so that leads to false starts as well. So all those type of things, I'm pretty sure Ben Johnson, he's looking at it saying that, hey, we need to be clean and have clean operation.
How about a local perspective? Jared Payton, son of Walter, WGN, former running back. Joe and Huey join them on Williams and Johnson.
I came into this season just thinking that it was going to be some hurdles for him and that it wasn't going to be a quick fix, which most people here in Chicago thought it would be. Like, it's just going to be a quick fix. Ben's coming in. Caleb's right there. And you look at his season last year, there was the struggles with especially the offensive line and how many sacks he took. Some of that was on him. Some was on the offensive line. But you look at the yardage that he had. And so there is growth there. There's ways to look at he achieved and he did what he needed to do with what he had. Now he has that guy. To me, I think it's more of a process of watching him go through this process and Bears fans understanding that